Folks, welcome back to Loud Equals Funny, episode 50 fucking 2.
Yay!
Live.
Tristan couldn't make it today because
He was at an event.
there was an incident. It was in the news. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah, trust the plan, folks. Trust the plan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, his AC is kind of busted, and when he turns his computer on, it adds like 40 degrees. So
Kind of busted is an understatement. It's like 90 degrees in his house at all times, or more.
He's been having a hell of a fucking week or more. It's been like 2 weeks now.
It's
been a while.
He's on the mend, but it's not been the best. It's not been the best.
But we brought
so
Gabe
I guess
back.
today Gabe is pseudo Tristan, I suppose.
Welcome, other Tristan.
Tristan.
What is the Simpsons? Get me Tristan's Mexican non-union equivalent. That's me.
Hell yeah.
The implication of that partially being that I'm now Mexican is really funny.
My dad used to troll my mom all the time by being like, "Yeah, you're Scottish, right? So you're part Mexican." And she'd be like, "No, I'm not." And no, you're totally from. That's totally a thing.
It's the equivalent.
It was the fun kind of gaslighting, you know.
Yeah, the good kind.
Yeah.
Before everything got woke.
Well, speaking of woke, it's a shame that they made presidential assassinations woke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
they just don't make them like they used to.
Yeah, this was a weird situation.
Yeah, unprecedented in many different ways.
In modern
precedented,
times,
I guess.
Yeah,
there's some precedent for it, I think.
The last time that we really there was an attempt on Bush in I think 2005, but that was with essentially in Iraq with a hand grenade. It hasn't happened on U.S. soil probably since the 80s.
Reagan.
Yeah,
Reagan.
I'm pretty sure it's been since the 80s.
And Reagan was a lot closer to a success.
Yeah, that one.
He was laid up with that.
Yeah, it was essentially if he had not been near to a hospital, it probably would have been worse. But he was near a hospital.
The big one, I think, is obviously we've had people like Obama, but it was always plots. It was always these people are planning this, or there was a threat of this, not it happened.
Yeah.
I just did a quick search, and I forgot about this. There was the Waffle House one, where they were meant to be going to a Waffle House, I think, and someone threatened that he was going to kill Obama because he was the Antichrist.
There's a lot of
not just because he went to a Waffle House.
Not just because he went to a Waffle House. There's a lot of Obama was the Antichrist speak of that time.
Wait, so he threatened to kill the president. He was sentenced to 1 year and 1 day in prison and was fined $3,000.
Justice for Daniel Larson. What the fuck?
Is this is that all it costs? I mean,
well, I wouldn't push that one.
Yeah,
but,
I do remember.
I do remember, and opinion has. Oh no, what happened?
I'm reading this and I'm remembering a lot of these. The Death Ray plot from 2013. Do you guys remember this?
I do not.
That's Death Ray, not Death Rape.
No, Death Ray.
Okay, okay.
I remember at least some sort of news report about it. It was two Klansmen who said they built a death ray in their apartment out of an X-ray machine and were planning to use it against who they perceived were threats of the U.S.
They're just gonna give people tumors. That's all it's gonna do.
It's gonna get a little cancer, Stan.
That got them 30 years, so that makes more sense.
Well, they made a whole gizmo for that one.
Yeah,
so,
I might just have to read through all these. There's a lot of just ricin plot.
Oh yeah. Also, don't forget Anthrax.
That's not rice, right? That's the other one.
That's
the Breaking Bad one. This is the.
That's the one that does not go well with chicken and some soy sauce. Not that kind.
Yeah, I distinctly remember when we lived through the Obama era, just being and I liked Obama. He's still probably the best living president at this point in time.
Jimmy Carter owns a peanut farm.
True.
I guess Jimmy Carter is still around. He didn't do much bad. I mean, all considered, he's probably the best, actually.
The thing I love about Jimmy Carter is he's entered and left hospice like 17 times in the last 4 years. People thought that man's gonna die.
Have you seen his giant
Probably
peanut?
better than Joe. What?
Oh, have you seen his
Have
giant
you seen the giant Jimmy Carter peanut? Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I've seen it. But...
Okay. Well, we'll take a second to get the information stream up and running, I guess.
By the way, there is so many different failed assassinations in American history, man.
Oh, I've seen this thing before. Yeah.
Also, the amount of teeth on that's kind of horrifying. That looks like a creepypasta creature.
It does. It's like an SCP.
This is the Jimmy Carter National Peanut.
Yeah. Legitimately, it's like the one SCP everyone likes. That's like the Weeping Angel. The thing.
Peanut.
Literally, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
That's the nickname, yeah. SCP-173.
How about that?
Hey?
I mean, maybe
might have been
it was inspired by this, and we just didn't know.
Possibly.
I mean, Jimmy Carter, man I respect, though, you know?
Well, all that said, with the peanut, I guess he's probably better than Obama, but I will say, you know... that pushes him over the edge, I think. But
I mean, Obama never built a statue that cool, right?
No. Well, he also hasn't done the Habitat for Humanity thing. That's the other Jimmy Carter thing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
But there was a strong feeling that Obama was going to get assassinated.
There was a lot of threats.
This poor guy's not going to make it through his presidency. Weirdos in America will not allow it. But I guess that happened. That didn't happen.
Wikipedia page. Oh my! It goes to 2023.
I guess weirdos in America took some other opportunities for themselves.
There's a lot of them here for Obama.
A lot of plots, yeah.
They were really their own sub pages. Oh my god.
Where's the
Death Ray plot?
The Death Ray plot, right? Well, when they hatch up a Death Ray plot, the Secret Service is really going to crack down on that, but.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the fucker that did the recent thing.
Scroll back down. There was something in that Death Ray plot, but just read so absurd to me. Hold on here. Crawford, affiliated with the Ku Klux Klan, allegedly had contacted an Albany synagogue and a Jewish organization and asked for their systems of technology that could be used against Israel's enemies.
Yeah, because they believed in the Jewish death ray plot, so they believed that these Jewish organizations would have the means to assist them in building a death ray.
I mean, it's a bold strategy. I kind of respect, but again, a Ku Klux Klan guy going to like a synagogue, that's kind of got to be like a mea culpa.
That's the beginning of a joke, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be like, look, we're pleading, man. Come on, we need this, please.
A lot of the overt modern political jokes in the new season of The Boys specifically haven't landed for me. But there is one bit where a character who's a TV anchor is about to give a broadcast, and their first point is Jewish space lasers and how you can protect your family or something along those lines. And there's an image of a photoshopped satellite with a Star of David with lasers coming out of each point.
It's like do you remember David? I think it's David D's. It's like the old political. Let me make sure it's the right guy.
David, I was gonna say, is this a D's nuts joke?
No, I'm actually serious. Let me make sure. Hold on. It just went black on.
It goes up to 2023 for the Obama assassinations. People have been trying for a long time.
No. Okay, I'm serious.
Taylor, Toronto.
No! Oh my god. No, type in David D's political cartoonist. I'm not even kidding. David D-E-E-S. I swear to God, I would not troll you on this. It's just weird political art.
I believe you. I want to bring it up in another.
I don't blame you.
What? I'm not getting any
I might be thinking of the right person. I
just noticed there's a word showing up there on the second reference that it's on the screen.
I might not be getting this right, but I'm.
Oh God!
He just saw it. Yeah.
Oh God!
Wait, which?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I just saw that.
My heart dropped. I don't know if you saw my face in that moment.
I did not. No. That was. I heard you though. That was good.
He has an ADL page.
Yeah, his art is really fucking weird. I wonder if
I'm not. We might have to blur some of the Wikipedia page.
Oh, okay.
There.
Like that Facebook one right there. That Facebook one, like two over. Like the 9/11 truth one. Yeah. Or yeah, that one. Like this is the kind of art I'm talking about. Like,
oh, this is just a macro from the Gamergate days.
It's that kind of shit. Like it's all
like this,
like this weird like political like crazy people.
Oh,
art.
they're all flies, and the 9/11 truth fly swatters coming to get him.
Yeah,
that's great.
I knew somewhere they'd have this shit.
Someone tried to do AI generated ones, and they
didn't do great.
Really
I think David Dees is dead
like a
now.
Shitty comic.
Oh, David Dees would have loved COVID, man.
These are just soy jacks.
Basically.
Look at these.
Oh, I saw some Trump soy jacks from all this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This, I guess, like, Trump is the biggest thing, the biggest piece of news, like, that we're gonna see all year, I think, is this.
Yeah.
Like,
the new president of the United States, Donald Trump.
Most likely, I'm gonna say 80-20 unless...
Oh, there's not really any chance. I mean, people, to be fair, people said that about Trump the first time, so, like, I guess...
Another hope.
Yeah, it would be so funny if it...
it
would be so funny if everybody had like a.
You okay?
Yeah,
there's no way.
Death joke at all. No. Don't know what you're first.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's all on camera.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm too high.
I'm just thinking it would be really funny if everybody was like, "There's no way Trump can lose now," and then just like 2016, when everybody was like, "There's no way Trump can win now," somehow Biden squeaks out like a 51-49. Somehow,
it's entirely possible. Like it comes down to two, like maybe one or
two guys in Kentucky.
Who knows, right?
This could be literally the President Jimble situation from Smiling Friends.
It's astounding how close this is. Like, I get it. The whole point is that it's very vague and over the top on purpose to, like, capture a lot of things.
But it's actually directly hitting beats in real life.
Yeah, I do, like Biden
President Jimble go like this.
I think at one point...
survive Ebola.
No, but he, the big one recently that got everyone sparked on this is Biden, because there's a bit where President Jimble is meant to go out and condemn a world leader who's like a horrible fascist who's ruling like a dictatorship. And he goes out and says that he's an honored guest of America, and then goes back inside, and they're like, "Why'd you do that? You were supposed to condemn him.
You're supposed to say the other thing."
And then the other day, Biden
sounds pretty Biden. Yeah,
Biden introduced Zelensky as Vladimir Putin, the leader of Russia.
Yeah, which
or sorry, the leader of Ukraine.
Didn't he call Kamala Harris Donald Trump?
Vice President Trump is what he said out loud.
Vice President Trump, yeah.
We're so fucking cooked, man.
Here's the
thing, right? Like, if I'm gonna be 100% real, if that shooter had killed Trump, I do think the Republicans have been in a really bad spot. There's nobody.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered that the Republicans were in a bad spot. I think that would have been civil war at that point.
I mean, it wouldn't have been great.
Everyone should be really happy that Trump is still alive, as funny as that is to say. This is probably the best outcome.
And also, should we show the footage?
No.
Okay, all right.
I know that there's a photo going around of the exploded head after the fact, so probably not that one.
Not that one. But there's
like news footage,
the
like
news
TV
footage of
footage.
him getting.
Oh
shot.
yeah,
I'll bring up
the.
I'll bring. You want to just like run it in the background and like have it on loop or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But to put it very simply, there were, I think, 5 shots by this guy fired at Trump, and one of them hit him in essentially his ear.
Yeah, like the very top of his ear.
Yeah, it's right around here, and it got a chunk. Like it's not pretty.
He does. You can see him bleeding.
Yeah.
People were initially suspecting that it might have been some sort of false flag, but then the point was made that it's like it would have had to be really fucking precise to be able to, make that happen.
Yeah.
So, like to accidentally almost hit him kind of on purpose, like that's, unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, the thing to be said is, okay, I think showing him moving here. So
when I first saw the first picture I saw of this, it was Trump, and he looked very shaken. It was like this picture kind of thing. Yeah,
I shouldn't have laughed at that. It was just the cut to the blurry photo got me.
Well, it's it's funny how this is being spun. This is a great example of there's the one this is kind of that image, but there's this image of him with his fist up, defiant to the bullet that he took, and everybody's like, wow, this guy's so badass. But then you see there are these pictures where he looks like a doddering old man that's falling over, and
well, I mean, this guy's 79,
but it's depending on how you want to spin it, you can take one or the other photo from this and be like, look at how much of a bitch he is. He got shot, and he looks like he's
how fucking badass he is.
I will say, I think unanimously people are agreeing that the photo of him with his fist in the air is the defining photo, and it's we can't really spin that he didn't make this a good moment.
Oh yeah,
no.
And if you want to pause right there real quick.
That's
that is
Caesar. He got him.
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly you can tell a chunk there is kind of loose on it,
And other people are dead at this fucking thing, but thank God Trump survived.
There is one man dead, and then another person is critically injured.
Well.
The shooter is also the shooter got fucked immediately. There is footage of that you can find online.
Yeah, you can go on Twitter and see his head exploded. It's apparently out there. I haven't seen it, but I know it's there.
The amount of times
I've seen it.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I wish I hadn't personally, but
I'm used to it at this point.
I was busy playing SMT2 on the Super Nintendo. I didn't have any business doing that.
I feel you. I mean, it's honestly, I'm shocked this has not happened sooner. In a lot of ways, this feels like.
Well, like I say, I expected this with Obama. You expect crazy racist guy with death ray or something, but then this happens with Trump, and you expect it to have happened sooner. With Trump, not now.
Well, and then also just when I alt tab, does it pause the stream for you or?
It's paused.
Okay, cool.
It's not paused. You can still you're good.
It looks like you have the video paused.
Yeah, but
I do. I was just double checking what that looks like because I can't see it right. What I was gonna say is though, I was watching Charlie's stream last night because I was just curious because he was live because he was like, "Oh my god, what an insane day!" And I was just curious and as he was going over all the new news as it was coming out, everyone was pretty much like, "How did they not have this building locked down?" Because it was 150 yards away or something.
Yeah.
Well, Medicare was live last night, and he was saying a lot of things that were not exactly stuff I necessarily fully agreed with, but he did raise some interesting points that were apparently there were requests from Trump and his campaign for additional security, and the Biden run Homeland Security, I guess, just didn't give them anything.
I mean,
so this is the suggestion, I guess, is that Biden has shorted him on security detail, and I don't know how true that necessarily is. Possibly.
Well, see, my thinking of it is this is Pennsylvania. This is usually this seems like a cakewalk for a secret. This seems like an off day. You know what I mean? Seems like send half the team home, go take a nap kind of state.
Wow, they're really just shuffling these photos.
They really are.
Oh my god, they don't have any footage, I guess.
But the other big thing that I was gonna say is people were calling out. People were calling out to the guy on the roof and saying "Hey, get down there," and trying to call authorities over, but I guess no one went. There's video people took of the guy laying on the roof.
Yeah, you can see him
and people are calling out.
I would say we should play it, but
like someone calls out his name. Sounds like it.
For that one, I'd say we play it, but TMZ has the copyright to that one, so no.
Yeah, nah.
Fuck Harvey Levin.
You know, everybody has taken, like, you know, I get it. Trump is an asshole. He's like a pedophile. He's several times convicted and everything. I understand. But it's like people really are just like, yeah, I wish he got fucking murdered, and it's like, man, people want death.
Well, see,
people want death and blood, and I'm just like, I would prefer if people weren't getting shot. I don't know. That's just me.
I will say,
I know that's the radical opinion.
I agree, but in a way, I have to say this: it's kind of embarrassing for being such a gun crazy nation. That had failed so many times.
It would have been. I will say it would have been very funny if the gun focused Trump Republican presidency was the one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be.
And also, how the dude who fucking
that would be a little bit. That'd be a little bit Curb Your Enthusiasm theme right there.
Also, there is people who are like QAnon 4chaners, non-derogatory 4chaners.
Yeah.
Well, I guess derogatory.
Yeah, that one's derogatory. But it can be a slur.
They believe this guy here is JFK Jr.
Which, like, why would he want to look like Carlos Santana? Like, he kind of does.
I really also I love him in this shot though. He's just like, oh no, what's going on?
Well, okay, if he is JFK
like
Jr.,
if Kramer goes to the Trump rally or something.
But you got to think though, if he's JFK Jr., he's really having just flashbacks to everyone he's related to. You know, like.
Well, you were saying at the beginning of this, if only it turned out that it was him that fired the shots, and finally we got a Kennedy on the other side of the rifle.
Yeah, finally,
the ultimate character arc.
The role reversal, the Terminator 2, where he comes back as a good guy. Coming back as the assassin this time.
I mean, this is really interesting, though, in a lot of ways, because, like, for one thing, like I say, everybody's kind of taking this, like, kind of who gives a shit, let him die approach, and you have to wonder, like, how much did the Secret Service just take that approach? You know, where you're like, yeah, why wasn't there more security here? What the fuck's going on? It's like, yeah, why wasn't there? Maybe they also don't give a shit about protecting this guy.
They may not just like him. That's also entirely possible.
Maybe. I mean, to their credit, they say he's alive, you know.
Yeah, he's not dead.
This little moment here is really good. This is a good Trump moment.
Oh, I don't have the... Oh, I can't hear the audio, but... Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay. It's just him. He does this little 3 fist pumps. I mean, it's a good Trump moment.
He is a showman. He is a showman through and through. That's one thing you can say about him. Like,
if someone pointed out if someone shot at Biden, that if the same thing happened to him, he would just explode into dust.
It would look like the shotgun scene from Scanners, where the guy's head explodes. But
not even. That's all juicy. He would be like a mummy got fucking imploded.
Just dust.
It would be like the finale of Doctor Who.
Oh,
just sand and dust everywhere.
Yeah, just be a bunch of Sutek zombies. That's basically what he is.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like him, yeah.
Although Sutek zombies have more going on up there, you know.
Oh, this guy's aggressive.
I mean, hey, I'm glad we don't.
Doing? He's just flipping people off.
These guys are all.
They're flipping off the camera. I mean,
look, are they? They're flipping off the mainstream media.
I mean, look, you know,
you're right.
It used to be hilarious when the FCC had to make them blur all of them in real time too, but they eventually loosened it up because people kept doing it. Which, honestly, thank God people did that.
Yeah, that was basically the photo I saw first, where he kind of looks like, which is like, it's very opposite from the now famous one.
But also, you can't blame him. He just got shot.
No, but it's just funny that there's like 2 very separate photos of this thing that you could easily spin either way to be like, man, get a load of this guy.
And honest to God, he's lucky that he was where he was when he was standing when he got hit, because if he had been back where
people were pointing out.
Oh, the clipped ear.
Well, I didn't even notice that. I just noticed the rest of them, the hair.
Yeah. He's meant to be like a PI, but it just looks like Trump.
His Pokemon now is connected.
And now it's accurate. People have been making images of like just this image, but with like a bunch of red circles and arrows, all just pointing at the ear.
I mean,
yeah, this has been a situation.
We are lucky he didn't die, because people would have gone fucking nuts.
Biden made some comments about it.
I think his comments were actually relatively decent.
I mean, it
was coherent.
People are saying like the suggestion is if there was some like lack of funding to his detail, it finally came down. Yeah,
finally got him.
This is the image people have been using as well. People were doing the Sam Hyde, obviously, but people were also doing this.
I tweeted that it was Hassan. There are actually several photos of Hassan with guns. So
Hassan likes guns. I'm pretty sure. Like like everyone should have a gun, but
we need to get you like on a photo with like an AK-47.
Oh yeah. I'll dual wield them, but like they'll have to like tape the trigger down. So
I'd be down for that.
Great.
If there's any light gun games near you, do that too.
Oh, it's like.
Oh,
you're muted. He went mime mode.
There we go.
There you go.
That was weird.
Whatever button you just hit, don't hit that.
I didn't hit anything. I was just saying Furiosa is her arm, and her arm is like designed to slot into the gun.
I gotta watch those movies.
I need to see the new one. I have not seen it.
Oh, you still seen it?
It went out of my theater right before I could even see it. I was so pissed.
I haven't seen any Mad Max movies. So.
I've bought it on digital, but I'm actually kind of waiting to watch it until I get them like the 4K Blu-ray. I haven't got it yet, so it's like, well,
it's gonna look really weird, but really good in 4K because that movie looks weird.
I mean, I'm ready for it though. I'm fucking ready.
It looks great. I figured this was a relevant image though because besides Trump, one of the other biggest pieces of news recently has been this.
Yeah,
guys, F in chat for Boogie. There's no chat. But...
Yeah, but Boogie finally put that bullet in the sky into his career, which honestly, good fucking riddance. If you're gonna lie about cancer, go fuck yourself.
Well, I think the funny thing too is like you see the appearance. The appearance that he had with Medicare on the Lolcow podcast, and he's on there, and he's refusing.
Toddler. you know one. The other one.
I know which one. I was
one
more
for him and one
for
the toddler.
This looks like Ethan Klein. Yeah, I was taken aback by that.
It's like Ethan Klein if like he lost everything in his life.
A little bit of Ethan Klein, a little bit of Ethan Ralph.
No, go to one with the girl on the top though. That one.
This one.
Yeah, that's a perfect image to show. I don't
but yeah.
I don't like how she looks like a fucking toddler, dude. She looks like but she looks like she's like just turned 17. It feels
freshly 18.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's odd.
Oh no! Go for the one down there where she's kissing him. There's the one.
Okay, we'll keep this one up. Yeah,
that one came up in such high quality. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's only 640 by 640. Well, I guess maybe that's why.
Shit. All right.
I don't know. The whole thing with Boogie is just like he really was this figure where like people respected him and looked at him as like, yeah, this guy he's a wholesome content maker.
For some reason.
Well, that's what kind of content he put out. He was trying to put that out, and
yeah, and
then he stopped kind of caring about trying to put a front out. It seemed.
Well, and he also just like it feels like he just gave up trying to be likable.
I don't know that he ever really tried. I mean, I distinctly remember 10 years ago he was an unlikable cunt, and then he's continued to be an unlikable cunt, and every like week or month there's some new fucking Boogie controversy, and I'm like, people still like this guy, and I never understood why they liked him to begin with. But you
also gotta think, this man is literally one of the first content creators that was like,
I guess.
Big.
Yeah, it was like him and Philly D actually kind of blew up around that same time frame.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
And
well,
it's baffling how like he has taken a brand that was making him a lot of money and burnt it literally all to the fucking ground. I don't know how.
And the big thing is like you said, everyone kind of thought he was insufferable, but it was mostly just that he fence at everything.
That too,
any discussion or debate, he would fence it, and people would be like, "Oh, he's okay. I just wish he didn't. I wish he'd actually pick a side at some point." Like that was his main criticism he always got. And then now it's like, you just suck.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been scamming people with crypto. I think we talked about this recently on the last episode.
We did a little bit.
Yeah, but it's been updated recently with I think when Brains was here we talked about it. It's been updated recently where it seems that he's faking the cancer, and they confronted him on this podcast that he does. And it's him and like Keemstar and Medicare and some people. Wings is there. Wings is now like the genuine Wings of Redemption arc. It's crazy. People are liking Wings again. I like it.
It's because
I'm happy for him.
He's just become more real. Like he's become more of a real person.
Seems like he's just a down to earth guy. He's accepting his faults and talking about them on that stream.
You know what happened? Yeah. He got married. He eventually got pussy in his life, and it changed him. It corrected him.
Right.
Wait,
right.
So I've never watched Lolcow live. I know, obviously, Wings and Boogie. Who's the other guy?
That's Tommy C. Yeah.
He was also I've only ever Dated.
Yeah,
I've only ever heard of Tommy C. I don't really know.
Good guy.
Nice guy. I watched a bit of him. He's very opinionated, but So
I've had nothing but good interactions with the man. I will say nothing bad about him.
Seems cool, But they're all talking to him, and there's an interesting thing where like Medicare, he did the stream last night as time we're recording this. And he was talking about it because he went on there and he confronted him. And Medicare's actually got cancer, so this is like personal to him. But the big thing was like, so Boogie's like dying on this weird hill where he refuses to show people any proof of this. And everybody assumes, well, that obviously means you're faking the cancer, that you don't have proof of this. But I like the idea that Medicare raised where it's like, maybe he is just a huge retard and he's just like decided to die on this hill. And he actually does have cancer, but he's just chosen to give up the 85,000 for some bizarre, like moral crusade reason that he's going for. Like, I kind of hope that's the reason.
I think
that would be extra funny.
I don't wish cancer on. I don't wish cancer on 99% of people.
I was gonna say like 99% of people. Yeah,
it's an awful thing to have to deal with.
That's
support charities, folks, please.
This is the thing too. Medicare brings up like he's got cancer, but also I think multiple people on this podcast have had people either in their lives or they've had cancer or whatever, and everybody's had that. My dad died of cancer. Like, everybody's had that.
I've got a grandmother who passed away from that. I've got multiple cousins who have it to this day.
So it's in, like, everybody's... It's personal to everybody. So, like, this is one thing you don't fuck around with. And that's
this is one where it's, like, that's on the level of, like, you should be thrown in prison and beaten by prisoners. Like...
it's kind of like if someone was to, like, kick a puppy,
No, because like a puppy could have like there could be like a dipshit puppy that's like attacking
rabbit,
you or something.
I guess. I don't know.
There's like there is a non-0% chance that you could kick a puppy
child, okay,
and have a good reason for needing to kick a puppy. There's no good reason for ever needing to pretend you have cancer.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Here's the thing: it's not going to get you pussy. It's not going to get you money that you'll really like. I'm just saying, for people that would even try for those kind of reasons, it's not going to work. If it does work one time, you'll be found out, and people think you're a fucking loser. I know someone who actually faked cancer for sex. I can say that.
Oh my god! See, I was just thinking, like,
wasn't you? Was it?
It was not me. I have morals. I have morals.
It was you. It was
not me. I swear to God.
My friend once did this.
No, there was a guy on one of. I used to be in an Xbox Live clan. I know. Shoot me. But there was a guy who was like trying to get girls to send him nudes pretending he had cancer, and he met up with a girl to fuck her, and then it later came out that he didn't have cancer, and it was like, yeah, what a fucking cunt. It's fucking awful. Yeah. That's fucked.
Yeah. I was just trying to think of like things unanimously people would be like, okay, maybe you don't do that.
Ever do that.
Fucking an animal.
But
there's never a good reason for that. What he's done is on par not with kicking a puppy, but with fucking a puppy. That's what Boogie has done.
There we go. The Boogie has fucked the pooch. Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boogie fucked the cancer pooch. That's the name of the episode.
I was gonna say we could do Boogie screws the pooch.
He's got it.
Well, we gotta include Trump in there somehow.
True.
Boogie screws Trump. We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out as host.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly do this. No, it's such a crazy situation. All of these things going on, and all of these people just unanimously like, "Hey, Boogie, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Actually, maybe you should have just stayed quiet about it at least, and not owned up to it and been like, I did this. Yeah."
What's also funny too is like when he's on that podcast, like they're giving him what seems to me like an out, where they're essentially saying, okay, there is this other type of disease that's not cancer, but it is a very similar name.
Yeah.
So all you need to basically do is just say, oops, I fucked up, sorry. I thought it was cancer, wasn't cancer, my bad. And he wouldn't even take that.
Yeah,
he wouldn't even take the easy out they were trying to give him. Like he refused.
Yeah,
not willing.
I don't get Boogie. Like they're offering him money. They're offering and I genuinely don't think.
Well, I get it. He must have faked it. I mean, that's the only reason, right? Unless he's just insane.
That's the only reason I would think. Like, I can't imagine.
Well, and it's like when he lied about it, or when he mentioned it the first time, it was at like one of his lowest points. So of course the assumption is he's at a low point. He needs money. He's gonna lie about this to get attention on him, to get donations, all this kind of stuff. But to continue it for this long and not even be like, hey.
Yeah, because the cancer's a couple years old now, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
And we know that the actual situation was he started taking a form of steroid that increases your red blood cell count and can cause cancer, but he hadn't gotten the results back as to whether or not he actually has cancer. But he said he did.
Man.
So he jumped the gun for sympathy is the...
I guess, right?
That's the cynical approach that, I'm looking at it that way.
That's the way I'm thinking. I mean,
and then at least based on what people were saying, it sounds like he has now done tests to see if he has cancer, but he doesn't have the results back yet. So like maybe he will end up having cancer. But even if he says that, no one's gonna believe him now,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people are suggesting he might show up with a fake screenshot that's like cancer positive, I guess that could happen. But it's still too late for him to get the money. So he's still fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the point where somebody offered me fucking $50K, well, actually, let alone like $5K, I would have done it. I would have been like, all right, sure.
I mean,
I would have shown my medical records for $5,000. Fuck.
It's such an absurd position to have to like imagine myself being in. It's like I wouldn't even be who I am if I'm at a point where I'm like, I've crypto scammed people after my fake cancer for multiple years has gotten like. Probably, I guess this is the natural conclusion to that. I don't know.
It's kind of like, if I did this, I would hate myself. I would just be like, I would not want to show my face ever again.
I mean, I literally could not imagine me being in Boogie's position right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't sympathize at all with this, whatever he's done here.
Yeah.
It gives me the exact same feeling as the EDP situation, where it's like...
Sure, yeah.
I don't know why you would want to show your face again, or ever think anyone would believe you.
Yeah.
Do we have this one going for us?
Yeah. Hey. Also, folks, I should mention now. I guess
I said this one as a joke, but I'm glad you went for this one. This is funny,
folks. We have a new sponsor. It's an affiliate sponsor. If you click the link down below, you folks can get prop money.
Fucking get some fake money for real money. Yay!
Fake dollar bills. You can buy a duffel bag full of $100,000 but it's used in films. It's been used in I think they mentioned it's used in X and other stuff if you scroll all the way down.
Bane had a list of like potential sponsor stuff, and I just saw this, and I was like, "This seems fun. I like this idea."
I like that you can do custom designs, and one of the examples is Ben Franklin smoking a blunt.
Smoking a blunt, $420
fake
bill
money. That's
fire.
actually great. You can make like an album cover out of this or something.
Money guns.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say. I think I actually endorse this. Like, I was kind of on board with this as a joke, but this seems pretty cool, actually. I actually didn't look into this at all, but I guess, I'm
used in Cobra Kai.
Never mind, it was in Young Sheldon. Fuck this whole
There's
thing.
other stuff.
I don't know.
I just kind of dope.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you and I are seeing this for the first time in the middle of this ad read.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really an ad read, it's more of an affiliate link, which, hey, again...
Oh, so you're right, affiliate link.
It's not like a full sponsor thing, but I'm totally on board for this. If you need fake money, you go here.
There's multiple reasons you could need fake money. It's not illegal, alright?
No.
It's not illegal.
It's not like counterfeit money. It's trusted by the mint.
Yeah, trusted by the mint
and
the
US
Army. The fucking feds
and the CIA,
even trust this.
And the Marine Corps.
Okay, I'm actually a little worried about why it's... okay, actually, I don't know about that.
You should want them to actually kind of trust this. Click on the real aged ones. The real aged ones are really cool, actually. So these ones...
fake old money.
Yeah. So, like, they've got them in bands. Wow. Yeah. Look.
So you can get, like, fake, speed, under-the-table racing money or something,
Yeah, and look... Obviously, if you try to use this as like real, if you try to pretend this is real money, it says the motion pictures on it, so you can't use it as like real currency.
I mean, if you're like, if it's somebody who's really stupid, you might be able to, but don't try it.
Yeah,
like,
don't do that. Do not do that. We do
they
not
do
recommend
come in
that.
actual duffel bags.
Yeah, you can buy a duffel bag with it. $500,000
for $1,000. Holy shit! Well, I mean, I guess you're getting a lot of fake money for that.
Those ones are like full print. There's some that are blank filler, so like the stack has like the first few that are real, but the middle's fake.
Yeah.
I like this as like a segment. This is our new affiliate link. Here's what we're showing you today.
That is a great. That is actually a really good, like, fun idea.
Silly fake money.
See, I have another one that's more of like a real sponsor kind of thing, but I thought this one was just a cool one to start with. Prop money.
I like
You're located in SoCal, same day delivery and pickup.
Yeah, exactly. Propmoney.com. Use the link down below. Make sure to click the link directly down below because it's a tracking link. They need to know that you got it. Make sure to click it. Confirm the cookies. Also, if you do that, please.
Yes.
If you get the fake money from this real website with your real money, you can be on Euphoria. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from reading this.
Click the money gun. The money gun's cool.
Oh yeah, let's look at the money guns.
Yeah, the money gun, you stick the fake money in it.
Oh, and there's ones that come with bundle.
Yeah. So if you look there, you can get like $10,000 a new series stack the money gun for $61 right now. Our link doesn't give you a discount, sadly, but it helps them know that you knew from us. Exactly.
Yes. Honestly, this is really fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever need a money gun, I know where I'm getting one.
I mean, hey, that might be an idea for a stream sometime.
It's also like
a money gun stream. What would I do with the money gun? And I guess just have it in a stream. I guess
if pop out one time. I don't know.
Maybe it's like what Tristan's got all those props. I gotta get one. Maybe the money gun. That's the money gun
might.
Thing.
That might be your prop. Oh yeah. Gay Bills.
Gay Bills.
Oh, chroma color.
Yeah, the chroma. Is there a gay? There's no gay.
There's no gay. There's a Los Angeles one, so I mean...
let's see. We've also got the holiday series here.
Oh.
The Mismade ones are kind of funny, too.
Oh, I like the Santa.
These ones are fun. Yeah, these ones are really cute.
Is that is that a Plants vs. Zombies?
It looks like a lot... That might be copyright infringement.
Might be a bit of copyright, whatever.
Hey, they don't have the copyright, so that's fine.
Well, this would be great for any like skits, short films, stuff like that.
If you want to go Halloween as a banker or as like a coke addict, you can
just
come
make
out with
sure
this.
If you get one of these and use it in something, you got to make sure that you tell everyone you heard about the site from us.
Yeah, loud equals funny.
If it's snowy enough. Yeah. If it's snowy enough, this Halloween, because sometimes last couple years it has been, you could do a Fargo cosplay, little red shovel, bundle some money in a bag, walking around dressed as Steve Buscemi's character.
Fuck.
Steve Buscemi. Yeah.
Or not Steve Buscemi. William H. Macy.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Mark it off on the bingo.
No boy.
Well, we'll clean that up later. So just
hey.
a little water, Stan. We're all good.
It's wood. It'll dry. It'll be fine.
Listen, my air conditioner leaked all over there, and that's that's fine.
Hey, you're good. I've spilled so much shit in this place. It's not even funny. All right, but yeah, no. Propmoney.com again. The link down below. Yeah. Thank you for being an affiliate.
Fake money. Real fake money.
Yes. So
can we pause for a split sec here?
Yeah, give me 1 second. All right, and we're pausing. We'll be right back, folks. And we're back. Hey, folks. How we doing?
Yeah.
So I know, Bane, you and I both had a couple things.
Yes.
Mine are pretty short. So
all right, real quick, I will tease because we're gonna do an episode probably about long legs. I'm not gonna spoil anything, folks, but if you're listening to this, please fucking go to a theater and watch Long Legs. I'm begging you. Please go to this.
Go see. I don't know anything about it, and I'm more excited to go and see. You know what? I'm not even going to look at the screen while you're doing this.
No. I just wanted to get.
Feel free to do what you're doing. I'm not looking.
Let's say if you just want to pull up the poster, I mean.
Well, I just wanted to pull up how performance has been.
It is.
Synopses or anything if I see it.
All right, it is.
There's nothing like that. Nothing like
$22 million plus opening. This is Neon's biggest film ever. It is really good. It is really good.
Neon have done a lot of movies people have seen, but they're not like big theatrical releases normally. It's after the fact. Like Parasite. Parasite did okay theatrically, but its big rush came after the Oscars, right?
Yep.
I feel like the audience should know what the genre is, but I don't want to necessarily know what it is. So
I would just say it's a thriller. That's all you need to know.
Fine.
That's all you need to know. I would say actually I want to hear your opinion going in as blind as possible because
Tuesday.
I haven't seen any movies this year, and there's been some like Godzilla movies and stuff that I've wanted to, but I haven't had much motivation. But the idea of seeing a movie that people are liking that I had known nothing about is that's interesting. Yeah.
Honestly, this might be the perfect movie to do that with this year.
I will recommend it. Yeah, I liked it.
So if you guys, I guess I might join in on that too. Tyler was going to be watching that too, right?
Yeah, he's already seen it. Yes, and, we had a good discussion about it.
Might have a little round table about this movie then.
Another Neon film, but Cuckoo is the only other one I can think of this year that's like we still know nothing about it, and the marketing has been really good, and people are getting really excited for it. So
the trailer is weird and interesting, and also another thing to talk about there. Yeah, another Apple movie has flopped again. Fly Me to the Moon, 5th place.
Oh yeah, this looks like a fake movie. I don't know. I'm gonna bring up the poster. It looks fake.
It feels fake.
Why am I reminded of Catch Me If You Can? It must be just the name.
Well, kind of the font style,
maybe like the text font. Yeah,
maybe.
I've seen the trailer for this, and it's so bad. It does feel like a parody film. It feels like
this is like a fake moon landing movie?
Yeah, it's like they don't know if they're going to actually like land properly or get it on film, so they're like, we're going to fake it.
Oh, it was Greg Berlanti.
Oh my god, the Flash dude?
Yeah. That'll do it. Wait, go back. Music by Daniel Pemberton, so the score's probably good.
The score might actually be pretty
probably.
Good.
Huh.
I don't know, this, and then there's also Moonwalkers from 2015.
I remember liking
Moonwalkers
a bit,
moon landing movie.
I remember liking Moonwalkers a bit,
Wait, did he make this too?
No, this was A debut director. Oh, that kind of makes sense a little bit.
Baldu Jacket.
This dude
Gabe
doesn't.
flexing his bilingual Canadian status.
Not really.
Hell
I just said it in a silly accent.
Exactly.
Well, my silly accent sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so
I remember.
got that.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
See, I remember kind of liking
This movie's got some good style. I like the poster.
Poster's sick. It's. I don't remember this movie though. That's a problem.
No one really
I love
remembers
the range of ratings. IMDb 6.1, Rotten Tomatoes 42, Amazon 5.5 out of 5.
Yeah, it's like
A nearly perfect movie on Amazon.
On Rotten Tomatoes, they took out the ability to do this, but okay, yeah, so it's a 4.6 out of 10. Okay, yeah.
Huh.
For a short while, they actually removed the ability to do this on Rotten Tomatoes, which is insane because this is the entire point of the rating system.
Wait, do what?
Look at an aggregated score.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
so just the splat and the percent?
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual percent doesn't really mean anything. The percent is just the percentage of scores that's a 6 out of 10 or higher.
It's essentially aggregating the percentage of the percentage. It's fucking weird.
So, like, it's the thing people look at would be the 67%, but the movie has a 5.4 out of 10.
But
not a 67, you know?
That is kind of deceptive.
Yeah, that's why I always tell people, and everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like,
I've never liked Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
the site has always been like the whole fucking concept of tomatoes as a fucking ranking is just bizarre.
It is effectively, and I know it's not just CinemaSins, but I'm calling it the CinemaSinsification of film. I don't like it.
It's the CinemaSins of movie review sites, I guess.
Yeah.
Like aggregates, whatever.
Where it's like, it was a fun idea at first, and that guy was kind of witty when it was like a 5-minute video, but effectively we've reached the, oh god, it's a 40-minute long CinemaSins video, but for Rotten Tomatoes.
CinemaSins was totally... do we want to do our list of Marvel movies? Because I was going to ask about if you guys are interested in that fucking werewolf... what is it? Wolverine and Deadpool?
I'm gonna see it.
I got an IMAX ticket for the first day because I was like, you know what?
Why not? I'm gonna be 100% real. The one I want to see in IMAX right now really is Twisters.
That's a sequel to Twister?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, and it looks good.
People are liking it.
It's also being gassed
We're really getting the fucking Top Gun Maverick of Twister.
It's literally got Glenn Powell.
My favorite thing about this poster is people got really mad. People were like, "Why aren't they looking at the Twister that's right behind them? Are they stupid?" But the whole idea
is there's another one in front of them.
Another one that's coming for them.
It's literally.
Well, it's called Twisters.
Yep.
Exactly.
By the way, this is my favorite sequel cliche is the sequel add the S. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But when James Cameron wrote on a fucking whiteboard the S and then drew a dollar sign through it.
Dollar sign? Yeah. He knew what he was doing.
Perfection.
He knew what he was doing.
Whose movie is Twister? Is this the same guy? The same person?
No.
I don't know who's directing Twisters, actually.
It's the guy who did Minari.
Oh, okay.
The Isaac Chung.
What has he done?
Good director. Very good director.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to look at who directed.
And I guess he did.
I can't remember. Oh, Jean de Bon, right?
Oh, okay.
Dutch retired. Oh, Speed. Yeah. Fuck.
I know
he's
a very popular, guy. Yeah.
That is back-to-back W's there. Iconic. Speed and Twister.
Oh, Roar. Yeah. He got his face fucked up or something on that, didn't he?
Cujo.
Yeah, lion lifted his scalp. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Twister seems cool. Twister seems like it's gonna be a good time at least.
I despise this whole modern sequelification to old thing, but I guess
this is the kind of sequel that I don't mind. Where it's like, if you're gonna do this kind of sequel, it makes sense to
if it's
do
good
characters, do it
It's completely standalone. Yeah, it's not like my father was.
I
think
Independence Day 2. Have you ever seen Independence Day 2?
Yeah.
I just saw a video. I think it was
Sucks.
Pointless Hub talked about both Independence Days, and yeah, that's the fun. That's what I'm thinking of. Basically, is like they're gonna have the guy from the original have his son show up, and
I think almost nobody from the original showing up in this one. Actually, I think we scroll down.
I don't think anyone did actually.
I think we scroll down the cast. Yeah, I don't see anyone
James
from that original.
Paxton is in there.
It might be related.
Oh, it's a cameo. It's just a cameo from him.
All right,
yeah, you're gonna get you gotta get a little.
All right, hey, that works.
He's not one of the main characters. He's just a cameo.
Tip, little nod. That's fine.
You gotta get some. I didn't know that. I didn't have no idea this existed. That's funny.
This comes out in like a week.
Oh, it's not out. Oh, okay. Premiere.
July 19th.
Yep.
Oh no, July 17th everywhere else.
Oh shit. All right.
Only in the US 19th. Yeah, this has been a really good year for movies. Honestly, like,
dude, I've been blown away. I've been blown away.
Again, people keep talking about the theaters dying, but I mean, there's movies. People are going to see them. No one went to see the Furiosa movie.
Kinda.
I'll do a little rant about this quickly.
All right.
It's not that theaters are dying. It's that distributors are killing their movies.
That too, yeah. Oh god, yeah.
No, that's the show. So, for example, Fall Guy came out, cost $125 to $150 million.
Yep.
Came out on May 3rd. And it was released on home media May 21st. Yep. 2.5 weeks later.
Yeah.
Go see it in the theaters, folks.
I saw it day of. I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie. Like, it's not great.
I saw the box office. I think that's what they call a bomb. It got like what, a 20 million profit.
Yeah, well, but you got to think though. Also, like
without marketing.
Yeah, you're not counting marketing. That movie got a lot of marketing. So.
Well, never mind.
It probably did make it back on home media because renting is still like $20 if you're actually going to rent it. And a lot of people still rent. They don't torrent. A lot of people still rent.
And the thing is, people can argue like, oh, but it will do well on streaming and sales. It'll do well.
I mean, it will,
it's not out of the movie theater yet. It doesn't matter though. You're still cutting its legs by removing any motivation to go see it in the movie theater.
Yeah, it's
because what happens once it's released digitally?
Yeah, what happened to like the old days? I remember the old days when my dad was a big time like media pirate back in like the 2000s. So he had the website that would tell us like okay, this movie is coming to DVD in like a month, which means it'll be available on Kazaa or whatever, like in a week or something.
Yeah.
And
hopefully don't put the EXE version of it, but yeah.
Well, yeah. You don't want the Bill Clinton sex tape version, but Well, you used to have that sort of like 6-month wait or whatever. A movie went to theaters, and then it was a long time before it was on physical media, but now it's within the fucking month. That's insane. Of course, no one's going to see it. Why would you go pay to see it in a fucking theater if you are just going to see it for free plus?
Exactly.
In like 2 weeks. Fuck off.
Well, and the other big thing is, so like it went from 6 years basically, or like not 6 years because it was whenever it was out on DVD.
Yeah.
It went from that. It
would usually be like
the moment it leaves movie theaters.
Yeah.
To 2 weeks after it comes out.
Yeah.
You know? It's got and of course it was all COVID that really pushed that forward because they started doing same day releases and then movies started doing well on streaming and in theater and blah blah blah. But now it's just killing movies.
Budget 168, box office 172.
So, to be fair, it has done very well.
It has made its money back. They've confirmed that.
Okay.
So,
but it's still undercut the film a lot to take it out of theaters. I'm gonna go on the Wikipedia and be very careful where I click so that it doesn't show the plot. It was released
June 24th.
So that's what?
Yeah,
Wait.
June.
A month later?
1 month later.
1 whole month.
It was also like it was out of theaters, like for me at least. I live in a shitty area, mind you, but it was out of theaters around that time. Around the time I was trying to go to it, so
actually,
kind of fucked me over.
There's a cool way that you can keep track of this.
Oh shit!
You can see how many theaters a film is in and how many get cut from it. Week by week, day by day. So after about what? A couple weeks, they cut it by 700, and then after one more week, they cut it by 1,000.
Yeah.
Not so good.
You know.
Fuck. And then as you keep going down,
also,
it just keeps going lower.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm also like, I'm not wanting to see this movie in a theater because I didn't see the last one, and I know the last one is like, you don't really need to see the first or second or whatever Mad Max, but because that one's kind of its own thing. But this one is definitively a sequel to that one, so I think that might be doing something. Well, whatever. It's definitively connected to that one.
Yeah.
So like I knew this one was a good movie, but I didn't want to go see it because I'm like, oh, I'll probably want to see Fury Road first. And
which is
so
fair.
there's
You
probably
could do the opposite, but that's also fair, yeah.
Sure, but there's probably some people that thought like me and were like, no, I don't want to see it now. So I mean, maybe it will do better on streaming in that sort of environment where you watch the first one and then the next one, you know.
Yeah. Like a decade ago, like it's in its 7th week right now. That would be around the time it would start losing theaters, you know? Like,
or at least like it would lose like
maybe.
a couple hundred over the first couple weeks, not
like
700 and then 1,000.
Yeah,
you know, which is
crazy.
the way things have gone because screen space is so oversaturated now that the moment something new comes out, they'll just cut theaters. Yeah. If a film's not performing just as well as they want, you're out. You know.
Yeah,
it's fucking sad.
You gotta think about
this. There's a lot of shit coming out. You know,
you got to think about this: 1,800 theaters, $500 average per theater. If a ticket is like $15, that's not good.
Yeah, and then there are days where it's doing 140. You know, like...
which is like this is where the discussion about the death of the movie theater comes from. Is stuff like this. When in reality, I don't think theaters are doing that badly. It's just that companies are putting out films that cost way too much, and then they're underperforming because they cost way too much money.
Well, I mean, look at like how many fucking reshoots has Captain America: Brave New World had?
4.
How much money? How much money is wasted on reshoots?
Well, we should probably be talking.
4.
We should probably jump into the big Marvel slate because I did see you bring that up, and I'm just dying to talk about all those Marvel movies coming out. It's so exciting.
I mean, there's some things I'm kind of interested in, and there's some where I'm like, why are they doing this?
They're still trying to push that rapist guy as the new villain. Is he still around?
No,
they got rid of him. Unfortunate. He was so good in Loki. It sucks that he's a rapist or whatever his deal is.
Yeah. Avengers 5 has been changed from the Kang Dynasty to Avengers 5.
Yeah.
So
they are wiping their hands of that shit. No more.
Yeah. That's it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, so
entire mess.
The current future films are in about the end of this month, Deadpool and Wolverine, which is the only film this year, which I'm cautiously optimistic for in a way that I don't like.
People have been enjoying it. People have said they've liked it.
I like that it's all shot like on location and shit. There's a lot of like practical shit going on. It just the color grading is ass.
Yeah, I might see it because, like, it reminds me of the same kind of thing that they were trying to do with... Well, I don't know exactly. I haven't followed it closely because I don't want to be spoiled or whatever, but, like, it reminds me in my head what it looks like they're going for with the multiverse shit is basically, like, No Way Home or whatever, the third one, Far From Home, whatever the third Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
But, like, maybe not as shitty and CGI Green Goblin body if
No Way Home.
like, what you're...
No Way Home.
I if this is sort of like that, where it's like, you know, hey, they're in the X-Men movie, but it's like a little more, like you say, shot on location or whatever. Like, I'd be down for that.
They've actually got Hugh Jackman in the fucking suit, so it's something.
I like seeing him in the yellow spandex. I mean, I won't deny there is an element of my animal brain that is just like, it's nice to see this guy, this guy as Wolverine in the Wolverine outfit. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, and it's like I don't love the Wolverine suit. I I good.
Well, it's supposed to look a little fucking dopey too. So it's like
I do think it is purposely a little like supposed to be kind of shitty.
Is there the poster I saw that's like the Rob Liefeld chest? Is that real?
That's a real parody poster they did for the film, yeah.
I like that. That's good. There's a poster where it's both of them with the Rob Liefeld, the super Captain America chest or whatever. And
there's also a reference to him in the film. There's a store called
Liefeld's Shoes or something like that.
It's like
Only Shoes or something.
Only Feet or something.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey. Man knows he can't draw them. He tries not to.
Where's the Rob Liefeld posters?
You just think the motherfucker like could look at his own feet and just kind of like take that as a reference? He must have club feet.
I mean, like, I'm still not super into this movie because like the first is that Eugene Levy's son, the one from Schitt's Creek, directed this?
No,
is that Sean Levy?
Different Levy. This is the guy who directed the Night at the Museum films, Cheaper by the Dozen, and the Pink Panther.
And is also a primary producer behind Stranger Things.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
he's the man who brought us Free Guy.
Look.
Oh yeah, no. He has listen.
He's got some good.
I don't hate Sean Levy. He has some solid films.
I like Big Fat Liar.
Night at the Museum, you know, Cheaper by the Dozen. I love that movie.
Look, okay.
His best films are the Night at the Museum films. Hold
on. Big Fat Liar.
Cheaper by the
Big Fat Liar fucks.
I had such a crush on one of those girls when I was like 10. That's my favorite movie from when I was 10.
Yes.
When was the last time you saw this movie?
2021.
It doesn't. 2 years ago, Bane. It does not hold up that well.
Bane, this might need to be second screening, season 3 or something.
I'm down for that.
We already have season 2 almost planned out at this point.
We should double that up. Click on Big Fat Liar real quick. We'll double that up with
Star Wars. I love that there's just every director has untitled Star Wars movies.
It's because he's a Disney guy. Disney specifically have their list of people that they have hired on already or have their eyes on, and once they have them, they just cycle through them. It's why the guy who's taking over X-Men 97 is just the guy who did What If. They just got that guy to do it.
I just noticed Dan Schneider is the one who wrote this. I see.
That's Amanda Bynes, right?
Amanda Bynes, yeah. But also go down to sequel. We might eventually cover this and its
hold on. Watching.
And its sequel, which is literally just a shot-for-shot remake of the first film called Bigger, Fatter, Liar.
It is Bane's show technically, so he can force us to watch this and the sequel. No, know that would be a great idea for a season though. Where it's like American Psycho and then American Psycho 2.
Oh, that would be fun.
Dude, I fucking love that, like, how shitty that movie is.
What's another good example of something like that? With like
Troll and Troll 2.
Well, Troll 1's no grade shakes, I don't think.
Oh, not at all, but compared to Troll 2, it's like a Shakespearean masterpiece, dude, trust me.
What's the fucking, God, isn't there like a Taxi Driver 2 or something? There's like some shit like that.
I think there's, there's also the Psycho sequels, but some of those are actually really good.
Yeah.
There's that one like the shot-for-shot remake with
Vince Vaughn. Dude, I love... I love fucking I just forgot his name. Gus Van Sant. Yep, Gus Van Sant for that, because effectively he did that to basically kill them ever doing a remake of that again.
We could do Jingle All the Way and Jingle All the Way 2.
Oh yeah, doesn't have Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh God, no! I might have to leave Loud Equals Funny LLC if we want to watch that one. I don't know.
There's what's the other one? There's The Tooth Fairy, because that one, it's...
I'm not doing...
You're not
Bane.
doing pure
it?
I'm not
the
going
Easter
to do
Fairy
the
or
Tooth
some shit?
Fairy
Tooth
and
Fairy.
the Tooth Fairy 2. I'm not gonna survive.
The Tooth Fairy 2 is the same film, but
Oh
instead
no,
of The
you know what
Rock,
would be great?
it's Larry the Cable Guy.
Grown-ups too.
Oh god, no. Grown-ups 2 Grown-ups 2 is like rough, but it's not as bad as like The Ridiculous 6. So
you know what? I feel like we should. Do we want to do the Marvel slate stuff now? We could.
Let's do Marvel slate.
Yeah.
So Phase 5. Yeah.
Phase 5 is almost done.
I mean, done. It's been such a. It's funny because like Ant-Man, no one saw.
It was bad.
Guardians, people like Guardians. I didn't see it, but people,
I loved it.
I
thought it was really good.
I think I like it. My opinion has always been, first one is great. Second one is great, but I don't like the way it's paced out. I feel like it jumps around a lot, and I don't like it that much.
I'll give you that.
But I still think it's good. And then I would say this is probably as good as the first one, in my opinion. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I like the first one. You know, it's a little cringe now, but you know the whole Guardians thing. But
it's the MCU. It's all a little cringe.
I heard good things about this one.
It has such a specific charm to it, though. That's like, yeah, it's kind of cringe, but to me, it kind of feels like looking back at something from the '90s that's kind of cringe and being like, it's kind of cringe, but I like it. You know,
it's like Sonic Adventure. That's good.
Exactly.
I like seeing that where it's like director and screenwriter are both James Gunn. You know.
Oh yeah, he took full creative control.
I mean, look at all these other fucking. Look at this 5 fucking. How many fucking people?
Ryan Reynolds and Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick and Zeb. Well, I mean,
Rhett
Reese and Paul Wernick. That's basically like one. I consider him like one person, really.
The man people to write your Deadpool movie.
Zeb Wells cuck fetish. Yes.
Cucking people.
Zeb Wells gets off on NTR. Yes, we know.
I don't know this individual. I don't understand.
He wrote one of the modern Spider-Man storylines where we meet MJ's new husband Paul or whatever.
Yeah. Paul Wells or Zeb Paul.
And then also in this film, Deadpool's girlfriend has left him for another man, even though that was the entire the whole point of the second film was about
bringing her back, from
getting her back and whatever. Yeah.
I mean, hey, I mean that happens.
And then there was the Marvels,
which is
fucking shit.
I'll say it's mediocre.
That was the biggest Marvel flop, I think.
It's up there.
It's pretty. Well, no, it had it did have like tax write-offs and stuff.
True.
That helped bring it down, so like they didn't lose as much money, but yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
This is like getting into you need to watch all of our weird TV shows and shit to be able to watch this fucking movie and
connect with Miss Marvel.
Who's watching the kids show Miss Marvel? Like, I'm not interested in that, and you need to watch that for this. Apparently,
I didn't like that they changed the character's powers. That was the thing that pissed me off about it. It's like, why?
Well, she's like a fucking. Isn't she an Inhuman or something? So she can't be because they fucked up the Inhumans too bad, which sucks because the Inhumans are great and like they've just ruined that.
I mean, Black Bolt got killed off as a joke, kinda, which admittedly was a funny joke, but.
It was a good bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the big thing about this film is, just like a lot of the recent films, it was like a 4-hour long cut, and then they cut half of it, and then people still didn't like it, so they reshot stuff, and then they cut half of it again. So, like, when you watch this movie, you can feel that there's just stuff missing.
Cinema!
Which is like that's the case with most of these movies at this point, because like
well, there's more.
Doctor Strange had to be reworked and reshot and recut. Thor did.
Thor
didn't have to.
Well, for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever had a lot of other things go wrong with it. I kind of feel bad for that movie.
No Way Home was reshot and recut several times, partially because of COVID.
I think No Way Home might be my least favorite MCU movie, just because I detest.
Really?
I just detest how badly they fumbled what should have been an easy win for me. I should have been pointing at the screen and pogging, and I never did once. That's the biggest thing. That's the worst thing I can say about it.
I'll give Willem Dafoe. Like Willem Dafoe gave it as much as he could.
I think all the actors did their
They
best
all
with
tried.
it.
It's the
Even Jamie
production
Foxx,
that fucked it
Jamie
up.
Foxx, like,
Yeah,
bring
there's a
Electro
redemption
back.
There's a redemption for Electro. I'll give him that. That's the one thing.
I would like to see Electro come back.
And then after Deadpool Wolverine, which is, it's right around the corner, we've got Captain America 4.
Can we play the trailer for that?
We can play
I don't know if we'll get copyrighted or not, right?
We can play the trailer as long as we're. And plus, if not, I can actually contest this one because I've seen a lot of other YouTubers react to it. I'll contest the fuck
worst
out of
case scenario, we
claim.
blur the window or something.
Yeah.
So this is a weird one because, again, this is a film that's been through like 4 rounds of reshoots.
Yeah, this also had an actor die in pre-production. Yeah.
Has he been in one of these before?
No, he is now William Hurt's character. He is Thunderbolt Ross because William Hurt died, right?
Yeah, which I kind of have my opinion where I was like, hey, you should probably just make a new character.
And they do reference it here.
Got it
with him like,
look.
Oh, I shaved my mustache so I look different, doing like a roadie with it. But like this film, based on everything we knew, started off as a very like straightforward espionage Captain America film.
Yeah.
And over time, it seems like they've just like added and added and added to it to the point where I'm looking at the trailer and I'm like, where does this fit into this movie?
Also, I will say I fucking hated the show with him and Winter Soldier, so I'm kind of not down for this.
See, I like aspects
timing. Unfortunate timing for a movie where there's an assassination attempt on the president.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
How about that? That's gonna be
Maybe
a 9/11.
Cut it again.
That is gonna be like a 9/11 type thing where there's gonna be all sorts of stuff you can point to. That's all sorts of stuff that's like, oh, they shouldn't have done this 2 weeks before. Uh-oh, they did this a month before. Oh boy.
See,
I have to give this film credit.
Yeah. It's shot very well.
Some of it is shot very well. Yeah.
It looks better than some of the Marvels, I mean, it looks
like,
it looks like a dark spy movie,
It's the same guy who directed the show, and the show was pretty well shot overall,
Yeah. It had its problems, but
I don't know who the cinematographer is actually. Who is it? It's Kramer Morgenthau, who has directed. Okay, but what movies has he done?
Thor: The Dark World.
TV cinematographers. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Creed 3. Creed 3 looks great.
Creed 3, Creed 2.
Many Saints of Newark looks pretty good.
Many Saints of Newark.
Creed 2 looks good.
Unironically, Chef's pretty solid.
I hold it against him for Thor because Disney probably just told him to do stuff, and he just was forced to.
He's not a bad cinematographer. A lot of these movies do look pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
But
a lot of the Marvel movies don't look great, so I mean, this is looking fine.
Yeah, this looks better than like a lot of them recently.
Sure.
It looks kind of interesting visually until a certain point in this trailer where everything is CGI, and you'll notice it immediately very jarring.
Also, Giancarlo Esposito looking.
They literally, I'm not even kidding, he started shooting this movie like 3 weeks ago.
You know what? Yes. I don't. If they're putting him in, I don't like. All right.
It looks very awkward in this shot. He looks like hunched
maybe it was like a month
and
and a half ago or something, but it has not been that long since he got on set, so it's very funny that it's in the trailer.
I mean, it's him with a gun and cars blowing up around him. I get why they. Oh God. Hello, PlayStation 2 cutscene.
Very jarring shift in visual style from the rest of the trailer,
I will say this to because someone will put it in the comments.
Wait, can you go back? I was turning my light back on. What happened?
So let's show the PlayStation 2 cutscene real quick here. Hang on. There's a lot of cherry blossoms here. This looks like a Dead or Alive 5 stage.
Well, not PlayStation 2. It looks like Ghost of Tsushima.
It looks like a PS4 game.
I said Dead or Alive 5, man. Come on.
Sure.
It's such a weird visual shift from everything else in the trailer, though. Like, everything from this point forward in the trailer looks really out of place.
Also, you might want to when Harrison Ford is talking, might want to turn subtitles back on, because it's a pivotal thing from the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll narrate it. You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers. And then, Captain America then says, hold on here. Sam Wilson, you're right. I'm not. And then he pops out for wings. Which, of course, like, he's not gonna give up fucking wings. Why would you give up the wings? No. Even if you got the shield, why would you give up fucking wings?
I really like Sam Wilson Captain America because I like the idea of he doesn't have powers this time. He's a Captain America who actually has no superpowers.
Yeah. He's a man who has to actually, like, give it his all and hope that he, like, you know, effectively, Steve Wilson could, like, you know, without that shield, he could go up against pretty much a lot of fucking things. Sam Wilson is a normal human man.
Yeah, like, he has his wings. Yeah. That's his specialty, is his flight and his, like, agility and his dexterity. Yeah. Like, that's cool.
I mean, I will say it's an interesting place he is for me, where he's like, I like the character, but the way they're using him, and just, I don't know.
Yeah.
That show was so shit, and, like, I don't have much confidence in this movie. It kind of sounds like they're going in another, like, racism bad kind of direction, like, beat me over the head with, guys, Harrison Ford doesn't like him because he's blacked in America, everybody.
And we also have our first very brief look at the new Falcon, which is the guy from the show.
Joaquin Torres.
Oh, U.S. agent or whatever?
No. The Joaquin guy, Joaquin Torres.
He was there earlier in the trailer.
He's
this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Where is he?
I remember U.S. agent. They need to do stuff with him and Elaine Bennis again.
Now
that's what comes next.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But of course, the big thing for this movie is that it's only really half a Captain America movie. Because what's this at the very end? Ooh, post-credit tease.
Red fucking Hulk.
Woo.
Which
Red Hulk again? What is that?
That's Thunderbolt Ross. That's Harrison Ford's character.
Harrison Ford.
Oh, good. We get to see Harrison Ford pretend to give a shit again.
Someone did say that this single shot looks like a Fortnite cutscene, and they're kind of right.
It looks like a video game. The video games are looking pretty good now, so you say that, but like...
I do find it interesting that the poster is so heavily focusing on Red Hulk.
Well, not really. I mean, it's just the hand around the shield. It's mostly the shield.
Yeah.
But it is implying the hand has grabbed the shield and taking over.
I'm fairly certain it's meant to parallel the poster for Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah, where
because the Captain America Winter Soldier one was the Cap shield all worn out and like looking like Winter Soldier's.
I'm open to this being a decent movie because it's like they've got the villain who turns into the big guy. This could be like Iron Man 1 again, where you get the bad guy who goes Super Saiyan and
he's kind of like playing both sides a little bit.
Yeah, there's a blue laser in the sky. It'll be great.
Hell yeah.
My big thing with this film is that there's a lot going on in it. Because there's Sam Wilson, there's the new Falcon.
I don't remember a new Falcon, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he was...
Yeah.
There's the IDF, the character who's literally an Israeli Secret Service agent.
No, is Israeli Defense Force Claw. His character is literally an IDF soldier, which in the current situation, and she's also played by an Israeli soldier, a woman who had apparently a chance to like a medical chance to drop out of the IDF, but didn't.
And then she joined anyways, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, the big thing here is that it's primarily also like a return to the Incredible Hulk from 2008. It's going to go back to Nelson's character.
One of the Marvel movies that no one watched or gives a shit about.
I did.
People forget that it's in the MCU.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, no one likes this movie. I kind of remember liking it too, Bane.
Yeah.
I saw it once.
It's better than the Ang Lee one. I'll stand to that.
Yeah, I would say that too from my memory of it. But like, it is one that no one remembers is like part of the MCU. I mean, it helps that it's got a different fucking guy playing the Hulk.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Some would say
is like a bitch or something. Well,
At times.
Yeah.
At times. I mean,
Edward Norton is a little too. Oh God, what's his fucking name? Joker 2016.
Joaquin Phoenix for everyone's liking. Yeah.
No, that's 2019. The other Joker.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
He's a little too Jared Leto for my liking.
A little too prissy.
Well, he's a little bordering on Joaquin too. Actually, yeah. Maybe we need Edward Norton Joker at some point.
Also, yeah, you got to talk about Thunderbolts because I'm gonna go get a new bottle of water.
So we've got Thunderbolt Ross, and that's unrelated to this.
Well, that's completely unrelated.
But this has Harrison Ford in it, who is Thunderbolt Ross. This is so terrible.
So the Thunderbolts, if I remember correctly, in the comics are called that because they're the team put together by Thunderbolt Ross.
Okay.
But in this film, they're being put together by Elaine. So I guess they'll be his special agents that he names.
Maybe they'll make it make sense.
This is another tricky one though, because they've had to reshoot it a couple times, and they lost one of their lead actors.
Lost? They can't find him?
Because he left. What's his name? Stephen Yeun left.
Oh, why?
There we go.
He went to work on other stuff, so now Lewis Pullman is Sentry instead.
Wait, who was going to be playing Sentry?
Lewis Pullman.
Well, who was playing him before?
Stephen Yeun.
I was thinking of the guy who plays Shang-Chi because I'm Asian racist, I guess.
Simu Liu.
I thought they got rid of Shang-Chi or something. But,
that would be really dumb if they got rid of him.
That's the Invincible guy. I remember that.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I'm more interested by the fact they decided to add an asterisk to the title, and apparently that is something that will make sense by the end of the film. If you read below, I think in that's the crew there.
Here's the original concept art they put out when they first announced it.
So basically, it's a sequel to the Black Widow movie. No one liked.
Yes,
also.
Primarily.
Kind of. Yes. Yeah, kind of.
They're really
three of them.
This is a strange fucking play from them at this point, because this is no one's watching these movies, so what do? Let's make sequels to the ones no one watched to begin with or gave a shit about. Like Hulk from 2008 and Black Widow from fucking 3 years ago, and what's next? A Thor 2 deep cut? Come on, don't want to stop there.
The thing as well is, here's the tricky thing is, we've got the villain from Black Widow who doesn't speak.
Well,
I believe they said
playing it's a different character, right?
Nope, same character.
It's the lady from that?
Yeah, it's still Olga Kurylenko. Still her. Same character.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure in that film they say she's incapable of talking. So I'm like, okay, so we're going to have a silent protagonist. We have U.S. Agent, who is a really interesting character who's performed very well.
Yeah, I'd like to see him.
We have Bucky, who is good.
Bucky, whose character arc is kind of done now, so they better fucking find something for him to do.
A little more, I think they could.
No, I'd say most of his character arc was wrapped up. Yeah. And then we have Yelena, who's a solid character, and Red Guardian. That's
cool. I like David Harbour.
Who's this?
He's gonna be fun.
Who's Sam Fisher over there?
Oh, that's Ghost.
That's Ghost. That's the villain from Ant-Man 2.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I actually kind of like
the villain from Ant-Man 2. Right. Okay.
I kind of like the powers, so I was like, all right. Also, it's Hannah John Shaman.
Powers, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, Bane, we know you, Bane.
What? I like her as an actress. Fuck you. I didn't say a word like that. You put it in your head.
Shut up.
But
Bane.
it's being done by I think the guy who did WandaVision. No, that's the guy who's doing some of the other new shows. It's the guy who did.
I love looking at these people who are indie film directors, and they have Paper Towns, and then they just Marvel slop number 407, whatever.
Are we the wrong industry? We're doing the wrong things right now. What could we
put
be
together
doing?
some? You know what we do? We record us playing with some. We play with toys on the camera, call it an indie film, and then they'll get us to make Teen Titans meets the X-Men.
I will make the new Flash movie, James Gunn. I will do it for. I will do it for free.
I will say now, they will eventually, within the next 10 years, they're going to do Marvel versus DC or meets
Probably,
DC.
yeah.
They're both getting desperate enough to a point where it might happen.
When they get real desperate, just like the 90s when they did that, they're going to do it again.
I mean, it's almost getting there for DC. They had a bad slate, and they're really hoping James Gunn can fix this.
James Gunn can do, I guess. What is this now?
I was going to say, this is the show.
Oh, yeah, these are the shows.
From this phase.
Yeah, ugh.
What the fuck is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
That's the
new animated series.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That doesn't have Tom Holland in it.
It also kind of doesn't entirely connect correctly.
Oh, it's an alternative view. Right, Norman Osborn. Okay, well, that's interesting.
No sense.
I just hope it doesn't look like the fucking What If show, because that show's hideous.
Although, Charlie Cox.
Let me bring up the photo of what it looks like.
I've still got popcorn for long legs.
I don't know if we've seen any animation from it, actually. I don't think they've shown any animation from it yet.
I had this idea when I was reading the early, like, Ditko, Stan Lee, Spider-Mans. Like, they could really easily make a TV show that's, like, set in the 60s, that's, like, early bullshit Spider-Man when he's just got, like, a hoodie on, you know? But they...
Like, this is all we have to work with.
This could be good. I like this idea.
But again, we haven't seen it animated. We don't know if it's going to be 2D or 3D.
It might be like it might be like Flash animation. You don't want that.
Animation provided by, it pays homage to the early comics, and it doesn't say Polygon Pictures. It's a 3D CG. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well,
Japanese studio. Hell yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
It's the company that did Tron Uprising.
All right, you piqued my interest.
No, this is a good company. Like, they've done a lot of good stuff. The Ajin films and the Godzilla trilogy are like okay. Some of them are like they do stuff.
I saw Ajin Demi-Human. It looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean it might be all right then. Sure. I'm down for it. I like I like it when there's some good Spider-Man. Who's playing Spider-Man?
Nice. Hudson Thames, who I don't think has been in anything.
He's done the What If version.
Oh, he did the What If. That's right.
I like when there's new unknowns.
Cool. Yeah.
I like that we're going to be getting Tombstone and Nico Minoru and Otto
Octavius.
Octavius.
Very non-standard cast.
Yeah. Charlie Cox.
Oh, the Wizard.
Daredevil.
Oh, that's it. I forgot what his name was.
I've never heard of this character, but I like that it's going to be like Daredevil, I guess, regularly interacting with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they've already greenlit the second season of it. So
which is sophomore year. I dig the title name.
Well, speaking of, there's a Daredevil show coming, but there's also like a bunch of other fucking shit. There's an Echo show. Did they do Secret? Oh, yeah, they did that.
Yeah.
The Echo show already happened. Okay.
Yep. So Secret Invasion, Loki season 2, What If season 2, Echo. Those all came out. I've seen Secret Invasion. It is not good.
No, it's very good.
Echo's okay.
Loki season 2. Loki season 2 was okay. It was nowhere near as like streamlined as the first season, but it did some good stuff.
It was kind of to wrap up that story, from what I gathered.
Yeah, and it did. Just not in a way I loved, but like it wrapped it up.
I liked the first season, but I'm not jumping to watch the second for some reason.
It's a different showrunner and everything. Not the same team, really.
Agatha all along.
The moment is past, Disney.
The trailer's out, and it looks like it'll be like... The only thing this show has going for it, in my opinion, is the cast. Because it's got Catherine Hahn, Patti LuPone, and Aubrey Plaza, which is enough to get me in.
Deborah Jo Rump.
And a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Joe Locke, Aliyah. A couple of these people are just people who were in WandaVision returning.
Yeah.
Joe Locke is playing... What's his name? Billy.
Yeah,
what's the sequel to
Wanda's son?
Yeah. This is a WandaVision sequel.
I'll watch it for Aubrey Plaza. The first one.
I'll watch it for Aubrey Plaza because I like Aubrey Plaza and almost everything.
Was she in this shit before?
Nope.
No.
This is first time.
Well, she was in Legion.
She was in Legion.
True.
Legion is
but she wasn't in the MCU.
The Legion's not connected.
It is not. In fact, it's probably better for that.
Well, fortunately for it, yes.
Eyes of Wakanda.
They're making a Wakanda show?
I don't know
This
if this
doesn't
is
even
even
have its own
happening anymore.
channel. Yeah, it doesn't even have its own page.
Huh. I mean,
No, it still says it's scheduled to premiere.
I mean,
Okay.
I like the idea. It's an animated series.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then Daredevil and Ironheart. Daredevil's tricky. Obviously, we know that it's been a mess.
Yeah, oh god. You want to talk about the original version of Daredevil Born Again?
The one where he doesn't get in the suit for like the first 4 episodes, and
Yeah.
it's primarily just a legal drama, and nothing really happens, and it made executives fall asleep.
Isn't that like the one where they're like they don't know how to make it legal drama or something?
That was originally, yeah.
I'm thinking of She-Hulk, where they were like, we're too inexperienced and find writing legal scenes to be boring in this show where we made it a lawyer.
But at least with like She-Hulk, the conceit is the character is like comedic and goofy already. They were just trying to like redo Daredevil, but they killed off pretty much everyone and made it like a legal drama. And it's like
pretty much.
I would love a legal drama in a superhero universe, but Daredevil after that fucking series, it was a fucking like, whoa, what was that?
Oh,
Hold on. Noises.
Discord noises?
I heard.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I heard Discord noises.
I heard that. I'm good. I don't know.
All right. Well, that just spooked me. Hey, folks, if you heard Discord noises, that was us. All right. So
they scrapped this idea where everyone died, and now it's just a sequel to the Netflix show.
Yes, this is basically what everyone was asking for.
So the whole idea behind the original run, it does say here, is that it was going to be episodic. So it was going to be like a bunch of mini arcs, like a 2-episode arc, 2-episode arc, a 3-episode arc, and it was going to be more upbeat. It was meant to like continue his character from She-Hulk, where he's a little more kind of, he's moved on. He's kind of not as angry anymore.
Yeah. And see, it's like
then you know,
that characterization, like, I'm perfectly fine with him being a little bit more upbeat and cheerful in She-Hulk instead of like being dour and bitter in a comedy series. Like, that makes sense. Like, if he's interacting with Spider-Man, I don't want him being like dour and depressed and like having seen Kingpin like bash someone's skull in. That makes sense.
I don't know about that. That sounds like
but it's like it's a PG-13. I get it. You know, I can understand that disconnect.
Well, yeah, there's an element of Daredevil he's a blind guy who fights crime, and he's like a lawyer, and like of course it's stupid, so just have it be a little. It's like Batman. You got to have a little camp sometimes.
His scene in that Spider-Man cameo that he had is perfect.
It's a good cameo.
It's perfect for a Spider-Man film. It's like, you now know who Daredevil is, and if you're maybe a little older, you can go watch the series for the kids.
But the thing is, the series was like it was like a really monumental TV series for superheroes. It had that whole like old boy hallway shot.
Oh, that fucking hallway fight is still impressive. Like,
and it had Punisher and everything. Yeah,
you know.
And there's just no way. This is such a fucking bar for them to cross, and I really this was the work of some guy who probably really wanted to make a Daredevil show and make it work, and this is like a pieced together hack job.
The problem is it's none of the same showrunners.
Yeah, none of the same showrunners to begin with. Yeah,
it might be that someone involved in this wants to make a cool Daredevil thing too, but like,
I mean. It seems from everything we've been hearing that the people who have taken it over again have actually kind of like patched together the problems and the ship is not holding any more water. It seems to be fine.
Yeah, the problem is is how well it will hold up as a series, you know?
It's got 18 episodes, which is
18 episodes is a lot.
That's their biggest order.
2 halves.
2 halves.
Yeah.
It's 2 half seasons.
It is. But it's still their biggest order.
Even 9, I think WandaVision only got like 8 full episodes.
I don't think any of them has been more outside of Agatha all along. That one's 9. That seems to be the standard.
Well, I mean, that's the standard. Wheel of Time shoved everything into 9. One Piece shoved everything into 8, rather 8. Yeah.
The Boys is 8 this
9
season.
is kind of the standard now.
I hate it.
The thing is,
it's the worst part about the film and television industry right now.
As far as I know, they're keeping the whole like arc thing, but it's gonna be like 5 or 6 3-episode storylines throughout the season.
See, I like that. There's a lot of stories, you can tell.
I like that a lot more than this unending, like, 40-season TV show thing that everybody's doing, where it's like an ongoing narrative. Sometimes it's nice to just have, you know, a couple episodes of fucking whatever.
This is what I will. This is when. Here, actually, 1 second. Let me grab this off the shelf here and move the shelf.
You know, as much as I like Lost, it fucked TV pretty hard.
Love that show.
Yeah, we both like Lost, but every TV show needs to be Lost now, and it's like sometimes I just want a TV show to be like Star Trek Next Gen, you know.
One day we will talk about this. We'll talk about this series, but The Flash's first season did it perfectly, where it had
I would not say perfectly.
Hold on, here, I got this. But it had like an overlying arc that I'm not going to spoil, but it had like a whole thing going out underpinning the whole season. And it had these neat little moments because it had 24 fucking episodes to breathe. It actually had
24 episodes to breathe. You know, it's funny you say that. Everybody used to say that they they make the seasons way too long. You know, that the seasons don't need to be 24 or 23 episodes. They should just be the British length of like 6 or 7. I remember back in the day, my dad and I watched fucking Life on Mars, and we were like, this shit's like 6 episodes long. What the fuck?
That's the British classic, is the 6-episode season.
I mean, sometimes it's nice to have like a one and done, like 6 episodes in and out kind of thing. I love that, but it's nice to get in with characters, you know?
My big worry with this is that it's going to be a situation where a storyline is happening and it's not grabbing the audience, but you're stuck with it for a couple episodes. It's the same thing that kind of One Piece had to deal with, where it's like you're trying to do basically 6 arcs.
People don't like Syrup Village because they're stupid.
So it's like 2 episodes of it. Is that just going to put people off and they're not going to finish the show because they had to watch these 2 episodes of an arc they're not enjoying? And that's kind of my worry with this is like, I know one of the arcs is going to focus on White Tiger, like Matt trying to help White Tiger with some legal troubles. I think one of the arcs is focusing on, oh God, what's that character's name? They're like a graffiti guy, Mute.
Yeah.
Mute. Like it's going to be a bunch of different like cases with the overarching thing.
Well, what they need to do,
relationship.
They need to have like a couple of arcs, but then do it like Doctor Who does it, right? Where it'll have like a couple of, you know, two-part, 3-part, and then just a 1-parter that's like a funny, stupid comedy episode.
Yeah.
You know, and then do another 2-parter. You know.
If the first episode of this show begins a 3-episode story arc, I think it would be smarter for it to be a standalone episode to reintroduce the world and characters before getting into that stuff, you know?
Yeah. Kind of give it catch up, you know.
This is one that I'm sort of looking at with interest a little bit, you know.
It's definitely got a lot more potential.
Right. I mean, I like Daredevil, so I'm... It's like this, and there's one other big one coming up that we haven't mentioned at all yet, but there's one other notable one that I'm like, all right, I might be on board for this. Yeah, these
Benson
2 are like...
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good directors.
What did they do again?
Well, they've done Spring Resolution and... Oh, what's the... Synchronic. That's the other one.
Oh, sure,
and then they also did 2 episodes of Moon Knight and a bunch of Loki Season 2.
Oh yeah, they were the ones that we got like told that Moon Knight's gonna be great because it has these guys on it, and it's gonna be a great show because these guys
they did a couple
made
episodes of Archive 81.
And they only did 2 episodes.
Archive 81 fucking rules. Actually. Yes.
Great show.
Fuck Netflix.
Like, they're good directors. They're good at what they do.
Oh
but
shit, what was
there's
a VHS viral one?
Difference. There's a big difference between their work on the Loki episodes and their work on Moon Knight, where it's like in Moon Knight, I love their work. I couldn't tell that they directed these episodes. You
I
know,
fucking hated Moon Knight. That was one of the ones that was. It was like the Spider-Man 3 movie where I was
Hey,
just
Bone
like,
Storm wasn't bad.
I really wanted to like Moon Knight because I think Moon Knight's a cool character. There's a few different versions of Moon Knight that you could do a lot with. You could mix them together and do interesting stuff. It was so boring, though. They had that character. I'm not one of these people that's like, where's all the action? I want action. But, like, they had him in the fucking suit for, like, a scene.
It was probably
It was like
in a couple episodes.
one scene maybe total. It was like 2 minutes in the whole fucking thing. And then they had him in like the Mr. Knight outfit or whatever for a while, and that's fine. But
for most of it, I'd say, yeah.
Well, the actual cool Moon Knight cowl and everything, he's barely in it. It's like, what the fuck? I got jebaited. Bullshit series. AIDS.
Fucking punked on. Nerd.
Awful.
And it's like, the other big problem with Moon Knight is that after you've seen Legion, it doesn't stand up as well.
Yeah,
because it's doing a lot of similar.
It's a lot of the same stuff, but it has none of the artistry. Yeah,
none of the songs.
Unique experience.
None of
it has no good music either.
That too. Oh my god.
And then
check out the Legion soundtrack, ladies and gentlemen. You don't even have to watch the show. Jeff Russo.
Jeff Russo. That's it.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, they're both on Spotify, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Actually, I think there's 3 or 4 of them now, but all great. And then the last one, which is another one that's had to deal with reshoots and being pushed around,
and no
is
one
Ironheart.
giving a shit about it, and people thinking, why is this character happening?
I like Chinaka Hodge. I've actually been a fan of Chinaka Hodge's writing for since I was in high school or middle school. Yeah. So I saw that she was making this, and I was like, what?
Okay. Right. Interesting. I mean,
if they make a cool show that's about fighting bad guys and stuff, and it doesn't become, it doesn't do the thing we all assume we all kind of assume that it's gonna do,
Dude,
I'm super down for any show. Just just please don't do the thing we all think you're gonna do, Disney. That's all I'm saying.
Quick. Young Han Solo's in this. He's finally out of acting jail.
Yes, he is.
Holy shit. Good for him. He was in something else a little while ago.
Oh my god, his name is Joe McGillicuddy?
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Okay, hold on. I know, but I just like to make... Well, he's also in Cocaine Bear.
He was in Oppie.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
But I have to now see this, that his name is fucking Joe McGillicuddy. Holy shit, that's great.
He is John Whiteman. That's his name.
That is perfect.
Well, see, I know that the primary antagonist of this is going to be the Hood. Who's honestly a really cool character, and from what I've heard from all of the leaks, from all of the reshoots, from all of the set photos, from everything, is that it will also have Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Because Mephisto is part of the core of the Hood.
That's pretty good casting.
It is actually good casting.
But also, admittedly, he's gonna interact with Peter Parker someday. We all know it's gonna happen. We all know it's happening.
Don't do it, Bane! Don't do it!
I have seeded...
It took me a second.
I have seeded a plot for the future. My way!
Honestly,
your way!
I've got to be honest. I do admire them for doing a proper, practical Ironheart suit.
Yep.
Let me see if I can get the photo.
Yeah, anything's better than fake CGI Green Goblin outfit.
Literally, like the fucking CGI suit. Yeah,
Willem Dafoe's head. Yeah.
I believe this is the same.
That looks like the Doom armor.
A little bit, yeah. Mainly the helmet, I think, and the gauntlets.
It's kind of fucking metal, actually. I dig that.
This makes way more sense for an Ironheart. I can't remember if this was the suit that was in Wakanda Forever before she gets the Iron Man one. I can't remember.
Is it on the cover? I've got the movie.
It's a cool suit design. You know, it looks better than just having her look like Iron Man. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly look like Iron Man. That's true.
And that's Phase 5. That's it. That's the end of Phase 5.
Yep. That's the end of Phase 5.
What is the last thing? Is it Thunderbolts or is it
Thunderbolts? Film-wise, it's Thunderbolts.
May 5th, 2025, and then Ironheart is 2025.
Don't forget, I Am Groot there. That's part.
That's
Iron
sure.
Groot season 2.
That's already happened.
Season 2. That came
so
out.
that's phase 5, but they're already planning phase 6.
Yep.
Yeah, because phase 6 is the end of this saga, which
Well,
has
and
been
like,
nothing.
yeah, it's been nothing. I don't know what the fuck phase this matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Like phase whatever. We're just in the post Avengers era that kind of sucks now.
Yeah.
Even at the beginning of phase 2, there was a clear shift from phase 1 to phase 2 that made it feel like, oh wait, this is like new stuff. Like stuff is happening.
Yeah, this has all just been kind of them spinning their wheels
like,
on a bunch of shit that hasn't led to anything for like 5 years.
They've only announced 3 films besides the Avengers being like the 2 event films.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 writers for the Fantastic Four movie?
Oh no, they ruined it.
I don't know how you like. It should be very easy to not fuck up a movie like this, right?
All things considered, this is a great idea. It's a period piece in the 60s.
Yeah.
Not in the main MCU continuity.
But you know they're going into that fucking continuity immediately.
But you know they're going to.
That is the ass end of that film. Spoiling it for you now, folks.
Starring a good cast, legitimately very good lineup.
Joseph Quinn
the only
is
one
perfect.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Actually, here, let me bring up the Fantastic Four.
Julia Garner is playing Silver Surfer.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
she's
playing
Silver Surfer.
The second Silver Surfer, not the first Silver Surfer.
Because the first one, I mean, they've already done the first
they
one.
Make the second Silver Surfer.
Shia LaBeouf has popped up in stuff since
like the 80s, like 85 maybe.
No, she dates back to like the 60s, 70s.
I think I remember vaguely. I read a couple Silver Surfer comics.
She's not really used much, and she's only really a Silver Surfer like recently, you know. But like, it's not like they're just making her up for the film.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this poster. I like it's like a period piece.
And they've done some cute posters for it, showing off different, characters and whatnot. Like, it's got a good vibe. Again, the only one I don't really think is great is Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, because I'm like, there's other people I would have cast.
Honestly, it should have kept it with John Krasinski. In my book,
no.
People weren't warm to him. Actually, people really wanted him, but then he wasn't that great.
He gave a pretty like nothing performance. Yeah.
Well, that scene was kind of a nothing scene.
He has several scenes, and all of them are nothing scenes.
Pedro Pascal's really popping right now, so they gotta have him in something. And he kind of he's got the salt and pepper, and he's got the beard. He kind of fits.
I stand by Glenn Howerton. I stand by that.
I can see it.
That would have been good.
I've actually
could have just made this whole thing with the cast of Always Sunny. Danny DeVito is the thing.
Vanessa Kirby is a great Sue Storm choice. Joseph Quinn is a great Human Torch choice. I don't know why everyone was immediately like, no, that sucks.
Oh, I was like, no, I thought he'd be good for it, at least from like what I've seen from Stranger
Joe
Things.
Quinn with us.
I think people looked at him and were like, he's not handsome enough. That was one of the big things I saw.
He looks like a stupid. He looks like a stupid young dipshit. He looks like Chris Evans or whatever.
Me and him.
He's not exactly.
Almost.
He's not exactly unattractive. Like
he looks fine.
He's like 2 years older than me. I feel simultaneously young and old at the same time. I don't know how to feel about that.
But the one that I popped off hardest over is Ebon Moss Backrack as the Thing.
Yeah.
Because I have actually said he should be the Thing since I saw that he was Micro in The Punisher and thought, I really wish this guy was the Thing. I wish they didn't cast him in The Punisher.
He definitely looks like Ben Grimm. I could see that with like the beard.
He's good in The
everything.
Punisher. I just wish he was Ben Grimm, and now he is.
Yeah, I like the Bear also. He's
great in The Bear. He's great in everything. But like, And then, it's got Julia Garner, it's got John Malkovich as someone we don't know. It's got
he's gonna be one of the villains. Like, that's good.
Ralph Ineson as Galactus, which is phenomenal casting.
That's perfect casting.
That for people that might be familiar, that's the guy who plays Sid from FF16, who has that really deep, sonorous, like British guy voice. He's got a very notable voice, perfect voice for Galactus.
Oh yeah,
very notable voice, very notable face. He's great in everything he's in. He's great in Green Knight. He's great in The Witch. He's great in Buster Scruggs.
Oh, is that the Vivitch?
The Vivitch.
The Vivitch.
Yeah, he was also my first Omen recently. With shout outs to First Omen, pretty solid.
Where's my favorite Ralph Ineson role? Actually, he's great in The Northman. He's great in Tragedy Macbeth, even though he's not there that long. Where is it? He's great in Chernobyl. Actually, I can't.
Oh, Ready Player One.
Yeah, he's great in Ready Player One.
Sorry, he was in that movie though.
I can't find it.
Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag.
Oh shit,
that's true. He was Charles Vane.
Shouts fucking out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, like
he's a cool guy.
I don't know.
And
then one of the movies definitely that I'm mostly like, they got to get this one right is Fantastic Four. If they fuck up the Fantastic Four, man, that's the one where like they can maybe get people back in on Fantastic Four. A lot of people know that those superheroes, that could be like the new Iron Man if they position it correctly. But you see the like 20 fucking writers it's got, and it doesn't inspire confidence.
You want to know the thing that haunts me, man? The fucking Blade. The fact that they could not like nail down Blade.
Blade apparently is also in production hell. None of these movies are going well.
See, Blade is
Fantastic Four is the only one that's doing well right now.
Yeah, it's the only one that seems to be going smoothly.
It's got like 20 writers on it. Like, what the fuck is that? That's just normal, I guess.
Sometimes
for some films.
So there's times where that amount of writers can just like lock in and get something
done. Strikes me as soulless, but it's like a writer's room, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
See, the thing about
they're on their they're on their 1, 2.
Like,
I think they're on their 5th script now.
Yeah,
it's still Mahershala. Yeah,
it's Mahershala. They've had people drop out other than Mahershala, but it's like
most of the cast have dropped out.
Yeah,
so they're trying to make this as a thing to follow up Luke Cage.
Well, no, he was
no.
Yeah.
Oh, just a guy who was in Luke Cage.
Yeah, Mahershala was.
I like the Luke Cage show. Man,
he was good. Yeah,
it's good.
But
yeah. So one of the big steps they took here was by hiring on Nick Pizzolatto, hoping that it would make people feel more confidence in it because he did True Detective.
Right.
So far, no confidence.
Alongside Michael Green, who is best known for co-writing really good movies and writing a lot of stuff that's only okay.
He made 21 episodes of Smallville.
33 episodes of Heroes, and some of those are clearly not in the good seasons.
Of course, he's best known for co-writing Logan and the Green Lantern movie.
Logan and then Green Lantern.
Two sides of the same. How about that? Wow. Logan and
Green he's also writing the BioShock movie.
Oh.
Why?
Oh, this sounds like a Colin Trevorrow hired gun guy.
Yeah, you might be a gun
inspiring confidence. And then, of course,
the Avengers films.
They were building up their whole fucking thing. For anyone who doesn't give a shit, the Loki show, the first season of that, they had the ending of the Loki show. This guy played by Jonathan Majors, who was a really, really cool character with a great performance. It turns out that it was Kang.
Yeah.
Unfortunate that he's like a rapist or something. He's a giga-rapoid or something.
He's at least a sex pest. We'll just say
whatever his thing is. Yeah, allegedly, whatever.
I think it was assault. It was like domestic abuse and assault.
Something bad. And still so bad. They're not fucking with him anymore. And so their whole entire thing was going to be around Kang the Conqueror. And I guess instead of just like recasting him, I guess they're just fucking disregarding Kang entirely.
Like, you know what?
Which is funny to me because it's like Kang the Conqueror normally is like a metal face guy. Like you could just get another guy to be Kang. They fucking did it with Rhodey. Why are they fucking up their whole thing? I guess just because of the Jonathan Majors like bad press.
I mean, they also literally just did it with Harrison Ford.
I guess it's just
Yeah,
they looked at it and
exactly.
they're just like, look, this character kind of fucking sucks. Outside
Kang
of
is
Loki.
what do you mean? Kang is like a fucking
well, no,
well-known.
the way they've done him, I mean, it's like
Well, I
if you
didn't
watch
see this.
Quantumania, it
Yeah, I
sucks
didn't
so
see
bad.
that. Was he like normal Kang in that?
No, not really.
He was like it was like a version of Kang. It was
well,
like
is this the Kang that would have been in like the Avengers movie, hypothetically?
Do you want spoilers?
A Kang very similar, kind
of. Okay, and he sucked.
He was defeated by Ant-Man by himself. It doesn't really bode confidence for your villain, but he's already defeated by Ant-Man once.
Yeah, you don't want to set him up in Ant-Man. That is a bad. Well,
you don't want to set him up and then have a seemingly like a version that's strong of him defeated by Ant-Man.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going for there. That's weird.
It felt
and then
strange.
This is actually a perfect segue because Daniel Destin Cretton was meant to direct Kang Dynasty, who's the guy who did Shang-Chi.
Yep.
But he left that, and now he's working on Wonder Man, which is a show that we still don't know whether or not it's alive or dead.
Huh. 2021.
Yeah, it's also supposed to be a part of Marvel's Spotlight banner, which is kind of like seemingly unconnected from the well, mind you, I don't know entirely if it's unconnected.
So the idea is, out of these new series, they're going to be doing Wonder Man and Nova and the new Wakanda show as Spotlight series. I guess that's like highlighting characters in the world that don't have direct connections to things and they want to be standalone, I guess, is the intention.
I mean, it's a good idea.
I like the idea of a Nova show. Nova's stupid.
Yeah, I think it's meant to focus on the Richard Rider.
Yep.
The like actual Nova, not the
Good
not
old
Sam
Dick Rider
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's known as. A Wonder Man show has a lot of potential. He's a fun character. They've got Yahya Abdul-Mateen the second.
He's jumping between universes.
Who is Wonder Man?
He's this guy.
Yeah, he's kind of like an actor who...
I think I'm mixing him up with Mr. Terrific.
Maybe. Wonder Man is a cool character. His whole thing is like cosmic energy, I believe.
So like also Nova?
A little bit.
No.
Where's Hercules?
Hercules?
No one remembers him. No, that's a good question, because where's the Hercules like live action remake too? I watched that movie recently. It's in my VHS stack over there. That's a decent Disney movie. Where the fuck's the live action shitty Hercules that sucks?
Well, that's coming.
Don't ask for that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're making a live action Hercules.
Oh, I'm sorry. I willed this into existence.
I feel like that didn't exist until you said it out loud and then instantly
Where is it? Not to be confused with Disney. Where is it? Hercules 2025, I guess.
God, they really are doing it. They're gonna fuck it up so bad. The one thing about that, they can still get Danny DeVito to play what's his name? The little fella, Phil.
It's Guy Ritchie directing it, just like the Aladdin remake. It's being written by the man who wrote The Expendables, Wonder Woman 1984, the Doom movie in 2005. Oh wow! Actually, I'm gonna have to bring this up over here. You guys are gonna have like an aneurysm when you see this list.
What the fuck?
I can't believe I just willed this into existence.
What the fuck?
Okay. Wait, so he made
Some of this explains a lot.
Some of this is okay, but it's because he's working with 3 other people.
Yeah. Ant-Man, the second Zombieland movie.
The rough one. Oh god. Horseman, Telltale, Expendables, Expendables 2, Godzilla 2014.
That's not the 98 movie.
Yeah. Production rewrite on Ant-Man. What the fuck?
I can't believe there's a Hercules. I was like kind of joking.
Yeah, and you know the best part is that the remake would pay homage to the original with a more modern spin on it and revealed that it's inspired to be a modern musical based on TikTok.
That's awful. I
I'm
hate
going to
that.
claw my eyes out now. That's what
Being produced by the Russo brothers, because of course it is.
You know, Claw, this might sound a little inappropriate. You kind of look like a pirate right now.
Arr, fucking kill me, mateys.
I can't tell if it's. But you kind of like you literally do with like the little. Just say it.
Let me
look like the protag from Dragon Quest VIII.
Hell yeah. Oh, he's lagging a little bit.
Actually, that's a very good point, because we can continue this a little bit longer by looking at this.
Oh boy.
Because this is also a miserable sight.
Oh. That's bad. Okay,
the Bambi movie. Oh, it's gonna look like the Lion King thing.
Lilo
They're doing
and
a live-action
Stitch.
Moana, despite it only being out for 10 years.
Oh my god.
Stop trying to make Moana a thing. Lilo and Stitch.
The live-action Lilo and Moana's a great movie.
Moana's
like
Moana's
legitimately very good
okay,
movie.
but
I'm sure it's fine. But forcing that within it's like making a. Where's the live action Frozen? Just make it happen already. Come on.
Well, here's the thing. This is happening because Dwayne Johnson wants it to happen. I'm not even joking. Dwayne Johnson went, I am helping produce a live action Moana where I will be playing Maui in live action. And people went, okay, are you gonna bring back the girl who played Moana? And they went, no.
No.
Oh yeah, Questlove is making the Aristocats movie.
Okay, that kind of fucks, actually. I like that.
Okay, sure.
that actually sounds pretty dope.
I mean, live action, though? Aristocats?
Questlove?
Yeah, I feel like you could just do a new Aristocats, right?
Well, okay, why are they making a fucking Robin Hood? Is that like the Fox
it's
Robin
like the Fox
Hood?
Robin Hood,
Oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be a shitty live-action Lion King, but with Robin Hood, as if there aren't 400 stupid Robin Hood movies that no one cares about already.
Actually, Claw, have you seen the trailer for the Mufasa movie?
No, I think I might have seen YMS react to it. I don't remember.
It's astounding how bad this movie looks.
It looks
from Disney.
Yeah, I did watch Adam watch this. Yeah, it looks the same as the last one.
I'd argue that it looks more interesting visually because it's not like everything is shot like a documentary.
Yeah,
everything isn't just static shots, you know?
That's true.
But it has really, really funny visuals like this shot.
Yeah.
And where's the shot with the drop of water?
Oh god.
That looks like
I'm reminded of the it reminds me of the end of Black Panther in that scene where they're fighting and everybody said it looked like a PS2 game.
Oh yeah, in the fighting arena from a bad Tekken game, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of this looks like what you would see in a Best Buy when you're walking past TVs on display mode.
Yeah,
that's true.
Dude, that
was the actual idea of the first movie, right? Was Jon Favreau really wanted to make it
a documentary.
Like based on a fucking documentary or some dumb shit. Yeah, they aren't liking it.
Way worse than I expected.
That's actually great. That gives me hope for mankind.
Yeah, it's nice to see that, actually.
People might not actually want to watch this fucking thing. That's good.
Is there any other Disney thingies here that we can look at the likes for? Not really, damn. But yeah, like that's the state of modern filmmaking, I guess. That's
Disney's leading the course.
Oh shit. I got some stories we could talk about if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. I've still got two short ones.
Okay.
So
I just want to babble about SMT a little bit, and then that's all.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, go on.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Let's talk about some SMT.
Oh, I didn't.
Sorry.
I thought we were okay. Sure. I've been playing a bunch of them all at once, as I do sometimes. I play 4 or 5 games at a time here and there.
I've been doing that with Dead Rising recently, since all the remake stuff has been announced.
Oh yeah,
that's a low quality photo.
That's a great photo.
I just finished Dead Rising 4, and it still sucks.
That's also
that's another one.
I really don't like. You'd think I'd like that game. You'd think me of all people would like fucking Dead Rising 4. No, I do not. It still sucks.
If anyone has a chance to, it'd probably be you, but no. Yeah, I will say I'm toward the end of this. I'm like maybe at the final checkpoint, and I've been doing all the side quests. I've got like 90% of the demon compendium filled out. I have all of the meme on. And I've been doing my best at like pretty much 100%ing it because it's one of the best. It's like one of the most fun games I've played in a long time. SMT5 Vengeance, specifically the Vengeance route. I don't know. I can't speak for the other half of the game that's like based on the original release. I heard a lot of people had problems with that.
I liked the original for what it's worth. I mean.
Yeah, I remember. I played some of it. It was pretty fun.
Being stuck on Switch really held it back.
Well, also the endings. People had a lot of problems with the endings and stuff, and they fixed that, I guess, for the new.
They have a new route, especially it's like pretty different.
And there's like updates to the first path too that make it better as well. I'm planning on playing that. They incentivize you to because at one point, it's a minor spoiler, but at one point you're going along and you find a thing, and this weird like a demon shows up, and he's like, "You can't use that sword, but I'll take it to you in another timeline where you'll be able to make use of it there." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess I got to go play the other timeline now and use that cool sword."
Yeah,
thanks.
Which is
Gabe.
a cool idea.
Very cool. Yeah, no, I like it. There's such interesting fucking shit in this game. There's I talked to a demon. So like you see on the map, there's like demon you can talk to or person or whatever, and then there's side quests, different like markers. So I talked to a demon, and then when I finish talking to him, suddenly he becomes a side quest. You do a whole side quest, you fight some demons, you get some new fucking stuff you get new fusions or whatever, and then you go and you fight this guy, and it all culminates in like you get a thing that links you back to a main questline character who's like spoilers, but like whatever. Yeah. Very interesting stuff that sprouts off of me happening to speak to a random NPC that's like very story relevant and apparently leads to like some bonus ending stuff. From what I've heard.
That's kind of the SMT classic,
That's
it's like you
great.
just do something and then you get paid off for it.
Get some random cool shit for just like I had like demons in my like 60 hours in my demon haunt. I get two demons that are like, "Hey, can you do a quest for me?" All of a sudden my demons are giving me side quests, and that only happened like that one time, which was a little weird, but I don't know.
It happens a couple times. It depends on the stuff you do, I believe.
I guess so. I'm assuming that I haven't 100%ed anything. Like, there's probably a lot of stuff I've missed. Probably can't get everything in any one playthrough, but I've been pretty thorough, and this is just such a consistently fun, enjoyable game. It's a little too... Well, what are you doing here? What are you pointing at?
I forgot how weird this guy's design was to me.
Well, you don't like the sucker together. Hat? Well, everybody says he looks like a JoJo character, and I agree.
No, he kind of just looks like they took the character design for Ryuji and they put a hat on him in this art style.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is the one thing I'll say, it's like a little too... SMT is a weird series in terms of like difficulty, because you get a lot of them like 4 where it's like it's really hard, but it's only because every now and then you walk into a random encounter and just... Like, I had it there earlier this morning. I was playing through 4 again, and I beat the super hard brick wall Minotaur boss that everybody struggles with. Not only did I beat him on the first try this time, but I beat him on the first try with Walter, who will throw fire at the boss, and he'll just fucking smirk because Walter decides to give him some fire that he likes. And it's like, why is this an option for you to give... It's so dumb that they designed the fucking game that way. But I beat this thing, and like I walk a couple feet away, and there's an enemy that's just a basic Fomorian, this flying goat guy. He's like 6 levels beneath me. I have auto battle on. I don't know what he even did, but he did one move, and everyone was dead. And I was at full health. and I don't know what happened, and I'm like, this is just not balanced. I don't understand. But yeah, you get some stuff like that, and then like 5 is just a little too easy at a certain point. I have like all of my demons resistant to everything now, because you can just make them that way, and like, you know.
It has the same problem with Persona 5, where the fusion can get to the point where it's like you have a little too much freedom, and just everything you have is resistant to everything now.
But it also, like, I've been trying to get every demon in the compendium, so it's like eventually it kind of just like, what do you do? Oh, you're another fire and a physical guy. Okay. You're not that interesting. You're just like the 7 other guys that I've already had that are basically the same move set. You get some weird ones late game where it's like, you're still using that move from like, that was like a level 20 move. Come on, man. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, Vengeance is a really good. I can't speak to the original version of it, but you know, a lot of cool stuff in this one. A lot of character and charm, fun little moments, little side quests where you just go around as a little demon and talk to people. And it's just like a stupid little time waster, you know. But it's like it's just fun.
The exploration is also surprisingly fun for just like a wasteland, you know.
I will say, playing some of the other ones, like, you know, I'm going through Nocturne as well, and I really didn't like when I got to the what is it, like the Amala Labyrinth, where you go into like there's like 2 paths, and if you pick the wrong one, it like teleports you back. And I'm like, God, I hate this stupid, because I also played some of Strange Journey a while ago, which is like my favorite game in this whole series in terms of setting and lore and stuff, but it's just like kind of a miserable nightmare to play through. It's the holy grail of teleport mazes and weird fuck off like maze design like dungeons with hidden doors and stuff. It's a nightmare. But 5 doesn't have enough of that. It's just basically like an open world that has like no real resistance. You kind of run around, and it's fun, but there's no. It needs like a teleport maze or something. It needs a few more. There's a couple of like dungeons, and I don't know if they're in the original, but there's a couple, and they're just kind of boring mazes. It sort of has the Breath of the Wild problem, where it's like, you know, it's like a whole open world thing that's pretty cool, but then yeah, you kind of want some of that like, yeah, teleport maze bullshit, weird shenanigans. There's one in SMT3 where you fall through the floor, and then there's like a room with invisible walls where you have to like fall down from a specific spot to land in a specific area so that you can, like, it's a whole thing where like little traversal puzzles, and there's just none of that really in 5. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. It kind of needed like the Elden Ring open exploration with streamlined areas, you know?
The legacy dungeons, yeah.
The legacy dungeons, exactly, yeah.
Sadly, it was built around the Nintendo Switch, which...
Yeah.
It's also unfortunate that it doesn't have any kind of... One of the things that... It's so funny, I'm like, I want more teleport mazes, and I want more 1,000-floor labyrinths of randomly generated bullshit, because that's another thing where I'm like... I kind of like the, like, what do you call them? The Kalpas of Amala or whatever, the skibbity backroom dungeons.
Yeah, the backrooms dungeons, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about with, like, you fall through the floor and there's, like, an invisible wall maze. And it's pretty cool. And, like, yeah, it's sort of a Tartarus thing, you know? Nothing like that here. So there's a few things where I'm like, some of that old school Atlas design that I don't like a lot of the time when I play a game, and I'm like, what the fuck? You really expect me to go through thousands of floors and it's all the same thing? Are you fucking kidding? That's the whole game? It's like, really?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Some of that would have been cool here. But it's mostly, you know, yeah, it doesn't offer too much resistance, you know, too much, like, there's not too many, like, brick wall moments where you get, like, oh, this one's really hard, you know. But it's a fun experience throughout. Pretty good to get through like all of the, you know, checklist of open world bullshit, which I normally don't love. But
I think it's a pretty solid one. Like it's not my favorite SMT game, but it's good. It's very good.
Yeah, I've been playing through 4 again, like I said, and I really wish that they would remake 4. Man, that would be the best game in the series if they could get it off of the 3DS with like modernized graphics. They don't even need to. What do you say?
I would say Port 4 and Armageddon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like together would be great, but like they don't even need to fix the combat. I mean, I would prefer it if they did, but just like make it like a, you know, modernized version of it where, because it's like the fucking setting of like, you know, fantasy kingdom that turns out to be the roof on top of the fucking apocalypse Tokyo, and you get down there and it's like it's so neat. It's just so neat. I just think it's neat.
It's cool. There's so many cool concepts in that game where you're just playing it and you're like, this is sick. And I kind of like that Atlas is now like, whether they produce it or distribute it, like whether they develop it or just distribute it, they're kind of like cornering the market on expansive 100+ hour tight single player game experiences at this point.
I mean, I've got more time in SMT5 now, I think, on my current save file than I had in FF7 Rebirth. And I think I'm enjoying my time with it more. I mean, it's like it's not... Because I was being pretty completionist in that, too, and trying to do most of the side quests and stuff. I've been seeing really mixed discussion about FF7 Rebirth. And just, it's funny. Because people were kind of more on board for the first one. But this second one, it's been like, people don't like a lot of the areas. They find it padded. I had a lot of issues where it's like, man, just get me back. I want to get off the cards boat and get back to like fighting Sephiroth or whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah, and people also weren't too happy with like, people didn't like the fact that the first one wasn't a remake. It was like a new thing that also remade part of it. People didn't like that. And then I saw a lot of people getting even angrier that they doubled down on that and made it more of its own thing.
Yeah,
I saw Pat and Wooly pointing out that like it didn't go far enough. It's like
I agree.
We're gonna go in bold new directions, and it's more or less the same story with like a couple of little beats changed, you know. It would have been more interesting to see them like rearrange the order they go to the places in and stuff like that.
It kind of becomes more of a Ubisoft game in the middle, and it's annoying at parts.
You get to it's like you take that boat and it's like the card game tournament, and you can decide not to do it. I found the card game fun, but they force you into that for so long.
It's fun at first, and then it's like, okay, guys, come on.
I never bothered with the cards before that, so I had to like struggle through it with the decks that they gave me there. So that was a whole fucking mess. But you know, it was fun, but like then they get you to Costa del Sol and it's more like mini games for fucking 5 hours.
There's a lot of mini games, like a surprising amount of mini games.
And they literally don't even let you go out into the open world for that time and just fight some guys. You can't. It sucks. I mean, there's just large segments of that game that kind of suck.
It feels like it feels like somebody at Sega like heard of the concept of like, you know what, they figured out their concept of what they wanted to do and just didn't get past the concept and just kept putting more concepts into the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a bit of a feature creep. Well, it is that, but it's also like you like to see a Final Fantasy like the old ones used to have little weird mini games, you know, like FF7 Original had a bunch of stupid little mini games, so it makes sense to kind of have that here. But some of them are just like
nice that there's so many.
Like,
it's just they should be optional. They're a lot.
Some of them
not all of them.
Yeah.
But some of them that aren't optional should not force you, because it goes beyond just like, oh, do it once to teach you. Like Fort Condor, it goes beyond. Like I felt in the first game,
it feels like
in the first game you only really have to do it a couple times, and the rest of the times it's optional. And then in the second game, most of the mini games don't do that. They're things where it's like you have to do it over and over again.
Or it's like the card boat where they'll like I know it's stupid, but I'm susceptible to the video game characters being like, fine, Cloud, be a loser and don't play. And I'm like, fine, all right, god damn it, I'll play the cards with you. You fucking pieces of shit. You peer pressure me into playing the stupid card game.
Bullied me into this, you bastards.
Yeah, digital peer pressure. But I'll say like FF7, that's a game, Rebirth. I liked it, but it's like I got less time out of that, and I never even finished it, and I kind of don't really want to go back to it at this point.
It's
I
also
got right to the end.
It's 150 gigabytes too. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
And Vengeance is like that type of game, but it's like I'm playing it similarly completionist. It's longer, it's all killer, no filler. Arguably, there's maybe like a few hours there that like school part is a little bit. I don't know why that's there. There's some story beats that are kind of unnecessary, but like gameplay wise, you're basically just doing what you want to be doing the whole fucking time, which is like fighting things and exploring and fusing demons and shit. So yeah, in terms of like 100-hour RPG or whatever, this is sort of what I look at as like, and it's not like a super, you could tell it's a bit of a budget game, and I prefer that. I would rather have, it's the meme of, what is it? Worse looking games by whatever.
More worse looking games now, done faster by less people, basically. Like
paid more for doing less work, kind of.
Yeah, it's like we don't need to be hitting like quadruple A 4K textures.
We don't need 200 gigabytes.
FPS, yeah, we need, but
we don't need textures so unoptimized that you have to be always online so that you can stream them to the game.
Yeah, Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6. Am I still buying it because I'm a sucker? Yes. But I don't recommend other people probably do it.
Bane, come on now. Don't be so silly. You're not buying it. You're just renting it temporarily from the company until they decide you can't play it anymore.
Well, here's the thing. I'm still buying the physical version because that's Steelbook.
Who gives a shit? That doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter. It's just a download code. I know.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker. I never said I wasn't. I never said I wasn't.
This is going out on YouTube and Spotify. You think they don't fuck people over? There's no ethical consumption. So, like,
none.
Very
unfortunate.
True. It sucks, but it's true.
We're sitting here talking about Atlas games, and this is the re-release of the game that should have been complete the first time.
Yeah,
like that's the shitty thing is like, this is great.
The first time,
why wasn't this on all platforms and done the first time with better endings and everything? And there's some of the stuff they add to this new version of Vengeance, like this release of it, is fucking astounding to be like this wasn't in the original, like the Magatsu rails that get you around the map really quickly.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like,
those weren't there.
Why did you not put this in? Why was this not just a patch?
Those weren't there, and so it's like thanks for charging me full price. I got it technically free because I traded in a couple games.
I was literally a beta tester. I bought this fucking game day one. I was literally a beta tester. I'm so fucking dumb.
And that's what they do every time.
If we want to talk on horrible consumption of media,
oh boy,
I do have something relevant to that, but not in the way that you might think.
Sounds exciting. So is someone's media literacy fucked?
This has been making the rounds recently.
Oh, kind of then. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
This is one of the most baffling videos I have seen in a long time. It makes me feel like I'm going crazy listening to this man talk. So obviously he has Hunter x Hunter here as his example. Immediately. I'll start it first. Just you'll see.
I can see the post there, but yeah.
Watching anime and watching TV in general feels to me like kind of a waste of time. And because I worship the ultra productivity and the only thing I care about is productivity, everything in my life has to be productive. Like, listening to audiobooks at 3.5x speed.
What?
3.5x speed.
Audiobooks at 3.5x speed would be like indecipherable.
I listen to it like 1.5.
I can do the most I can do sometimes is 1.5. Sometimes people will be really slow speakers. 1.5, like Wheel of Time, 1.5 works. A lot of the time you can't go past like 1.3 before it starts to get really fucking incomprehensible.
Yeah.
3.5.
He says 3.5 and he means it because watch what happens here.
And I sort of wished I could do the same for anime, and I've discovered this incredible new method for doing that. This is not that revolutionary, maybe you know of it before, but it's basically based on a Chrome extension called Video Speed Controller, and this is absolutely changed the game. So now this is how I watch anime. So if we take like an early episode, for example, so there's no spoilers in this, it always starts with like an opening sequence. So obviously I'll kind of skip the opening sequence.
Hey,
obviously.
First things first, some series, the opening sequence is like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's gonna jump like 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Fast forward to like 2 minutes. And then I go full screen. And then what you can do with Video Speed Controller, the extension, is you can use hotkeys to like speed up the video or slow the video down or reset it. And so normally what I do is I'll just speed up until it gets to an interesting point, and I'll speed it as fast as I can.
Why does he need to watch? So he says anime is a waste of time. Why does he watch it then? What's his job?
Well, he wants to watch it, but he views it as unproductive. Yeah. So he's figured out a way to make it productive, to make it faster.
Okay, all right. Well, it is true. Like, you waste a lot of time watching stuff. I mean, I watch YouTube videos. But you can watch an anime on like 1.25, but I don't think that's what he's gonna do.
It's significantly worse than you might expect, and his attitude towards it is baffling.
So I can still keep up with it. So up until it gets to an interesting point, and I'll speed it as fast as I can, so I can still keep up with it.
This stupid garbage is interesting. Fuck all of this gay shit. This is so homo. Skip past it. Who cares? Whatever lore. Whatever.
3 times speed.
This is so dumb. Oh, what? They're fishing? I hate fish. I'm vegan.
And so what I'm pressing is I'm pressing D to speed up the video by 0.2 times each time. And I'm just pressing D quite a lot. And I'm pressing S to slow it down when it gets to an interesting point. And then if it gets to like a really interesting point and I need to reset it, I just press the R button. So at the moment, this is really fast.
Like, if you're gonna spend all this time monitoring how much you're speeding up the anime, that feels like you're not being very productive doing other shit.
Or taking in what you're watching.
Well, obviously, that goes without saying, but like, you could at least have this playing in a sidebar while you're doing something else, maybe. I do that a lot.
I will say this,
toss on the dub.
For shows like How I Met Your Mother, this would be good for, actually. Like, kick that show up to like 5 times. Half that show doesn't, like, you can skip past most of it.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is just an example. But the idea that he probably did this with the first episode of Hunter x Hunter is baffling to me. Because in this short video, he's already skipped over a bunch of exposition and discussion of the main character before this scene that displays the point of this introduction to him.
Yeah.
Why is he sitting there fishing? What is his personality like? He skipped over a bunch of that already.
Also, it's
so he's probably gonna get like a few episodes in and go, "This is boring and stupid."
Well, he's already on like episode 48 or something.
Yeah,
based on what he showed.
I'll just continue here. This is baffling here.
And then I press R. And then it goes back to normal, and that's like really cool. So now, when I've been eating dinner and stuff, this is how I've been watching Hunter x Hunter, and then I can like fully focus on it, and it just goes so fast when it's like kind of character building kind of stuff, and so I don't need to watch it at normal speed. And then when it gets to like a really cool fight sequence, or if they're explaining something like, you know, about how the different auras work or anything like that, then I can just press the R button, reset it to normal speed, and then I can kind of revamp it.
He literally said he skips over the character discussion and makes them fast to see fight scenes.
But then he also says that if they're explaining stuff, how does he know what things to stop the video and like watch this explanation of this lore part, but not these other characters?
Well, see, he watched a YouTube video for that, Claw. Of course.
I think it legitimately comes down to just whatever interests him, he slows it down and sees, and if it's something he doesn't care about, like learning about a character's backstory that he doesn't care about, he just skips it. Which is like
the dumbest way to watch it.
Like,
so it's sort of
what he says here is what melts my mind. Listen to what he says.
I can kind of revamp it. So it sort of feels genuinely like you're playing a video game almost.
Because you're like playing Knife Trap, smacking your fucking keyboard, and you can't just watch it like a normal person.
My favorite video game is spamming the D button and then spamming the S button when something happens, and then pressing a button to make it play like normal. That's my favorite video game.
God.
I don't know.
It's so weird. I don't understand this.
And it's like, I get it. Some shows have, like Hunter x Hunter does have pretty slow pacing a lot of the time, where it'll be a lot of just discussions, a lot of characters just talking, or like exposition about the world and world building and power systems.
And some of these animes are like fucking 1,000 episodes too. So
there are also shows that I consider like, shows that are burnable, like, MILF Manor or 90 Day Fiance, where it's like
exactly, yeah.
I
If you're
wouldn't say
watching that
Hunter
on
x Hunter is
time,
one of those, but
yeah.
yeah.
So
No,
if you're watching that show
because,
on 8 times speed, that's fine. I don't really mind you doing that.
Like, I think Hunter x Hunter's what? 139 episodes? Or is it more than that, maybe? I can't remember specifically.
Sure.
It's not that long. It's not even that long of a manga, really. But like, if you're just taking it in through 3 times speed footage,
That sounds
like,
awful.
You're not taking it in. Like, we could do this right now.
Watching anime and watching TV in general feels to me like kind of a waste of time. And because I worship the ultra productivity and the only thing I care about is productivity, everything in life has to be productive. Like, listening to audiobooks at 3.5x speed. And I sort of wish
like trash content though. Like I can watch a YouTube video that's like I can watch it about two times speed. That's fine, like a YouTube video. But when it's a piece of work that a bunch of fucking animators worked on, even if it's like a YouTube video that's like a bunch of effort put into it, like I'm gonna sit down and watch it at least at like 1.25 or something.
Perfect example. The new LS Mark video just came out. The new LS Mark video.
It's like 7 hours of American Dad or something.
It's like 5 hours and 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
If someone wants to watch that at 1.25 speed or maybe 1.5 speed, because they've seen the show, they know all the plots, and they just want to hear his thoughts on it, yeah, I'm not gonna judge you for that, but like I sat there and had it playing 1 time speed because I was like, yeah, it's just chill, good vibe, good tone, you know.
Have it on in the background, yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna boot up the new, like the newest episode of Jujutsu Kaisen and blast it to 3 times speed until there's a fight scene and then watch it like normal. Because I'm not watching the episode. I'm focusing on how fast it's going. I'm focusing on keeping track of it.
You're watching the frame.
I remember you mentioning this about people listening to music at 1.2. Like, apparently people will listen to music at 2 times speed to listen to it faster so they can listen to more of it or something.
Oh, God.
Productivize their music quantum intake.
On one hand, I understand it because it's like, oh, there's so much music out there, or like, oh, there's so much manga, there's so many movies, there's so much TV, there's so much media that sometimes you just want to get through a bunch. But if you're actively interfering with the pace of someone's work that they've specifically crafted a certain way, you're not taking in the media to its fullest. If I listen to Deltron 3030 at 3 times speed, I'm not listening.
Well, then you're just listening to Bus Driver. That's a whole different thing.
Which, imagine listening to Bus Driver at 2 times
Oh,
speed.
good God. No, but you listen to the hymn, like, slowed down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts if you, like, Paul stretch a fucking TV show out into 5 hours of a Seinfeld episode or something.
Well, and it's like, I can also understand people recutting shows into miniseries or recutting movies into miniseries. Because in some cases, like, okay, I get it. Like, someone recut the Dune films, parts 1 and 2, into a 6-episode miniseries. And I'm
it's like the Zack Snyder Justice League?
Kind of. And I'm like, I don't agree with that. Like, I would say just watch the movies back to back, you know? But
makes sense.
If someone doesn't have the time to sit down and watch 2.5 hour long movies, and they can only watch an hour of something at a time, and they want to watch it in that format, I'm not going to judge them. I'm going to say, like, I personally think that's not the right way to watch it, but like, whatever. But this is ridiculous.
This is absurd.
And I've seen this posted all over my Twitter, just constantly, like, back-to-back retweets of this, of people just going like, people do this?
Yeah, this is awful.
Is it just? I think it's just this guy. I don't know how many people are doing it. I think it might just be him.
It might just be. And like,
who is this guy?
From a video or something. I don't know. I haven't looked into him because I was like, I don't.
Never heard of him. It's definitely like a YouTube guy. Yeah.
Definitely a YouTuber, yeah.
I thought it might have been an advertisement for this like extension that he's hurling, but that's probably
it still might
free.
be.
It's probably just a video that's like top 5 productivity apps or something.
Yeah. Speaking of,
what are we doing here? We're all at the battle stations. What's
we are.
on?
I was trying to see if I could find his channel, but I can't.
Ah.
Yeah, proudmoney.com, by the way, again, click the link down below.
Buy yourself some fake money. Real fake money.
Real fake money. Click that link down below in the description.
down right
also,
down there.
Patreon. Click that link down below. $5 a month, you get early episodes.
That one is arguably more important. Click that one. Yes.
True, yes. It's in odds of what people probably will click, though. Click that Proud Money one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, people probably want to get fake money more than they want to support us. So buy that fake money.
Here's the thing. You could theoretically... I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you could go to proudmoney.com and buy Proud Money. That's all I'm going to say.
You could get a fake money gun and go to... No, I shouldn't say that. All right.
Make it rain of a strip club.
Guys.
Run out before they really look at the bills.
But yeah, that was like the main thing I wanted to show, just because I saw this and was like, I felt like I was going crazy because as someone who's watched it and who's read it, I was just like, why would you ever choose to consume this media this way? You know,
it's fucking baffling why you'd want to watch anything like that. It's like, yeah, 2 times is too much for a lot of things. Where it's like, if I have to desperately catch up, I'll put on 2 times. Like, there have been times where I've been late to like one of Claw's streams, and I'm like, well, we're going from the start, and I'm hitting down 2 times. We're figuring out what's going on before I catch up.
Yeah, that's acceptable sometimes. But
yeah. But it's like, that is not a way to watch, like, 90% of things.
You watch Castle in the Sky at 5 times speed, you're really getting the fucking experience right there.
Although
exactly.
You could probably watch the show Castle at 5 times speed, and maybe be fine with that, but...
Yeah, like a lot of like slop TV. You could watch CSI at 3 times speed, probably.
Any reality show, How I Met Your Mother, 6 times speed, you could probably do fine with that. You know? But, like, stuff that actually, you know, stuff that actually feels like deep art, watching it like this, that's fucking absurd.
Well, yeah, and it's funny that
art,
specifically... It's funny that he specifically is like, oh, well, when they stop to talk about the power system and stuff, then I slow it down.
Skipped over people talking about the whole, like, Hunter thing.
You've skipped over the introduction to the main character and why we're seeing him. Like, why is he here? Yeah. Why is he doing this? Where are we?
But just because you don't like to, like, breathe, let the moment breathe, you're a fucking freak about it. It's like, all right, well... Yes, I'm skipping over, like, a good moment to get my fucking productivity done. Like, good for you,
and again,
buddy.
Doing it in the name of productivity feels weird. I'd say it's more fair to say you're doing it in the name of, like, just your personal way you consume media.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it a whole, like, productivity defines my life to such a degree that I can't consume media like a normal person.
Yeah.
You know?
What the fuck,
That's
man?
just great.
Well.
Now, speaking of embarrassing stuff on Twitter, it is getting late into the episode here, but we did have that one thing. I guess we'll want to save that for next time, maybe.
We want to save that for Tristan a little bit.
Maybe. We can talk about it now. I don't know.
We can start on it now.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll let you go then.
Well, I don't know much about it. I think you got to lead us in.
You go. Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
What are we going with? Is this I'm high.
We all are, Bane. This is the new norm.
Oh, okay, the new norm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think maybe we were all thinking about 3 different things. That's really funny.
I was thinking about Ian Miles Shaw.
I was.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about the news surrounding the recent big political event. And I was like, that we're talking about that now?
We already talked about that.
Well, yeah, we'll save talking and making fun of our favorite little punching bag Ian for Tristan. But okay, it's Gabe's Discord notifications. That's what that noise is for me.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would be coming through the whatever.
Because you're streaming your monitor.
True. So, everyone, welcome. This is the new norm.
Yes.
So
Salty DK Dan's favorite TV show.
Yep.
This was making the rounds. Everybody was talking about this, and I didn't give a shit. I just seemed like some low-hanging fruit Velma, but like in reverse kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then I saw the art for it, and I recognized that this is basically they're just stealing from All in the Family, which is an amazing TV show. And something tells me they didn't understand the messages of that TV show.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Just for, like, let me see if I can find it, but yeah, let's get it going.
What's that?
Progress. It's the new norm.
So yeah,
we're 12 seconds in, and I already have to say, what a fucking way to start a pilot.
Yeah. Progress.
That's so
the new norm.
That's so corny. Jesus Christ.
And like I maybe that's part of the point, but it's not good corny.
Yeah, it's not funny.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
Yeah.
I'm the old norm. I want normal beer.
Warning, perimeter reached.
Ugh. It's your fault I got house arrest.
You're the one who threatened the school board.
I gently suggested
Yelled.
they stop brainwashing my daughter that girls aren't girls and men aren't men.
Good popcorn bowl there. That's
Right,
great.
thank you.
Wait, go back to that. Was that another? This is All in the Family. Just this is like
Also,
a ripoff.
The mouth shape is so it is
CalArts. Yeah.
Oh my
it's the
God.
CalArts
Also,
beam
wow,
mouth.
actually, that's good animation.
Oh, that's
I'm not kidding you. This is a 1-frame difference. That's good
That's
animation.
great.
Muy bien.
So where's the popcorn bowl? Where is it?
Oh, it's my popcorn bowl. Maybe I don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
I
we
was pointing to Bane sitting there
Yes.
eating popcorn like he's at a fucking movie theater.
I've
while
still
he
got
watches
some from
Star
Long
Wars.
Legs.
I wish I had some popcorn. That's great.
But you said to take it back. What were you looking at?
Well, he said something here. They had some fucking exchange about like.
Ugh. It's your fault I got house arrest.
You're the one who threatened the school board.
I gently suggested
Yelled.
they stop brainwashing my daughter that girls aren't girls and men aren't men.
Sometimes they're
Mr. We
neither.
could use,
Or both. Or furry and
this
dressed
is
like
such a
dogs.
bootleg.
Ow!
Yeah, this is a total.
I guess you could call it parody, but it's just.
It's not good parody.
At least it sucks. Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
like it's clear that all of their voice lines were recorded in different places. It's clear that none of it's leveled properly. You can hear her
Yeah.
mic. You can hear her mic hissing.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
like, it's got like no
like-
cohesion.
Sometimes
It
they're
doesn't-
neither. Or both. Or furry and dressed like dogs.
Ow! Janice! What's that?
Warning, offensive.
Actually, that is one of my pronouns. Also, they, them, and me.
Okay, pause that real quick.
Non-binary.
Yeah, it is. It's just like
It's
you're non-binary.
oh yeah. It's also
You're non-binary.
yeah. Chaz is voiced by fucking Dave Rubin of all people. Simpleton Dave.
Yeah,
Rubin.
Dave Rubin is one of the voice actors.
Key-brained Dave Rubin is one of the voice actors. Yes.
I mean, this is just like Lady Ballers, but animated. I mean, it's just the same tier of jokes.
it's
Yeah.
on that same level.
You're
I need to hear this. This
I will
specific delivery was so good.
Go for it.
By the way, real quick
non-binary.
before we continue, I want you to watch the rest of this and try and tell me if you can figure out what her name is. That's a contest. for
Oh,
you.
that's a very good question because they haven't said
Haley,
yet. Okay.
Haley from American Dad.
I mean,
No,
actually,
'cause
you're
Haley's
close.
kind of an interesting character sometimes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How do you know that
I
word?
will say this thinks it's like because it's it's the same types of jokes you always get from this. But the only thing about this that's offending me is just like the original All in the Family was like a really groundbreaking, innovative show for its time that had a lot of interesting stuff that it did. It does. It's especially now. People should watch it now and see what they think of Archie Bunker. I want that discourse to start up again. So the only thing that's offending me about this at this point is just how it's like parodying something, and it's
not
like
getting it
this
right.
comedy vacuum. It's terrible. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
parodying The Simpsons and being like a horrible nightmare.
Oh, it went black on my stream, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There we are.
You're good.
I was bringing up the website, so I had the link to it because they have a website where we found out basically all the information about the entire first season leaked because it was just on the website.
Yeah.
So are they all going to be like 4 episodes or 4 minutes or like?
Nobody knows really.
So this is the pilot. We don't know anything about the format of the rest of the show besides the fact that there's, I think, 7 or 8 more episodes.
Okay.
We'll take a look at that after.
How do you know that word?
I learned it in school.
That's why I'm locked up.
Norm, the judge agreed to conditional parole.
What condition?
Where's my room?
That's
You're
staying here?
Chaz is part of a new government program.
To re-educate homophobic, transphobic, racist...
Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have to say,
No.
the hat not fitting on his head is really funny.
Yeah, I was.
Oh God, I didn't notice that until just now.
He's got like weird. Is that like his dick in his pants? Why is there like a triangle jutting out of his? What's wrong with his fucking hip?
What's wrong with
Is
his
it meant
belt
to be like
buckle?
his phone in his pocket, maybe?
Is that a beeper on his fucking front though? Looks like that's a beeper.
It's a beeper, yeah.
This is a terrible. I mean, like, here's the thing: the standard's really low for this type of like shitty animated Family Guy bootleg. So it's not. It's not like it's not. I could see this on TV, but that doesn't make it good.
I couldn't. You'll see why, but I could not. You'll see.
Okay,
You'll see.
Okay.
This is it when it's like okay.
Yeah.
Now I got something else I'm gonna pull up for after this, but just
okay.
Continue.
I like the way the wife has like no animation. She just stands there in one pose and doesn't animate.
Well, none of them have any animation. They just stand there.
The rest of them do a little. Just like, you know.
Also, yeah, the designs of the characters are so bizarre. Like, the arms are so long, and the limbs are so. It's so weird. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't look good.
It's a little baffling, yeah.
Transphobic, racist.
Charlie, finally, someone normal.
I don't understand. You're black.
He's got that. You see that logo on his shirt? That's going to be a whole thing.
Oh yeah. See, also, like, I love how they had to zoom in on him getting dapped up. It's like you had to show he knows and is cool with black people.
I do like the face that he's pulling. That kind of gives me the same vibe that my Banjo Bear gives me.
Oh, actually, here, let's.
Oh God,
that is a good face.
A Norm version of a Banjo Bear would be fucking great.
That's how I feel most of the time. Yeah.
That just Black Whisper?
You're his friend?
And boss. Speaking of, when you coming back to the trophy shop?
As soon as I get rid of this, which means I gotta take in that?
Offensive.
Chaz is here to re-educate Norm.
In non-bonary studies.
It looks like it, yeah.
It does look just like the turret eye kind
But
of,
it's
except
also
instead of being like symmetrical, it's not.
It's like HAL 9000 a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The audience for this show would not know what the fuck either of those are, so it's like,
well, maybe that.
They know what HAL 9000 is.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's be generous. Say maybe.
They might be old enough, but not smart enough to know what that one is. Yeah.
Fair.
I'm allergic to dogs.
It's okay. Billy is an emotional support dog and non-binary.
Oh, okay then. Good dog.
I come here to get away from woke.
Trouble at home?
Oh, my boy, or whatever it calls himself now, is thinking about transitioning.
Reggie?
Try Regina.
Transitioning to what?
Another fumble.
To that.
Oh, hang on. Let this one. No, let this one play. Let this one play real quick. Hang on.
Hopefully not a Jets fan.
Hopefully not a Jets fan. There we go. All
Hey,
right, now you
Bono, this bud's for you.
now you can pause it for a second.
See, it's a trans, so it doesn't know how to catch. You know.
They're all the most obvious jokes.
You haven't heard Attack Helicopter yet, Gabe.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It could happen.
I mean, I'll give them hopefully not a
like
Jets
jokes.
fan. I'll give them hopefully not a Jets fan. That's kind of good. Like, all right.
I mean, it's anything that's so attempting so hard to be political is going to be really embarrassing. This, you know.
This is where it gets
it's trying very hard.
Well, it's about to get real embarrassing. Like,
okay, yeah. But it's like Velma or something again. Like it's just like really low hanging fruit.
Well, and I want to see if it comes up after, but there's a point we have to talk about that beer can specifically.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I can't drink. I'm not 21.
Y'all influenced my boy to cut off his junk, but draw the line at beer?
Can't do this.
Yes, we can.
Find a way to break him. maybe we can fix the country.
Go back to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Jamie,
there's a
pull
lot of
that
things
up.
to take in there.
What's happening?
Yeah, so
this
is
is
like
like that scene from this is like that scene from Multiverse of Madness. Bring it back to Marvel. This is like, hey, Mr. Fantastic and Black Bolt is there. Awesome. There's Professor X. I see him.
I guess it's meant to be a sheriff star. No, it's definitely not.
What? That's a sheriff star. That's a sheriff
That's
star.
definitely
game.
meant to be the Star of David. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a reference to.
Listen,
what's with the hair?
There's someone who
and the
is
dog.
Trans. Well, there's someone who's trans.
Well,
there's someone who. It's a reference to real people.
It's meant to be trans. Is the joke? That's the joke of the design is trans.
Yeah, and then
what is the bald thing?
There's somebody who has alopecia who's in the Senate, and they think that's woke, I guess.
Okay.
It's just somebody who has like a condition where they don't have hair, but
it's very low hanging fruit, man. I don't know. This garbage.
This whole series is low hanging fruit, man. Oh.
I just want normals beer.
You know there'll be jokes.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
No, there'll be jokes. Where was the joke?
Wait for this.
This woke nightmare will end. Thank God for Elon Musk. And his shitpost memes. X is the home for free speech.
I almost forgot.
Wait, pause.
We're going to Disney World.
Go back a few frames.
I know there's the @ on it.
Yeah, there's a fucking Twitter watermark. I'm not calling it what they call it, but you fucking Twitter watermark on some meme, and it's in the show, and it's embarrassing. Ugh. Sorry, continue.
This is pretty gay, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Is this worse than Mr. Burcham?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Burcham
and
is
then,
like,
and then of course.
Yeah, they go to. We'll continue.
We're going to Disney World.
Make America funny again.
Got that auto-tune.
That's AI generated. That's an AI generated song.
You'll love it if they made America funny again. So let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
So the family consists of this old man and his wife, and I guess their daughter.
Yep.
And then there's just
the dog.
Sure, there's a dog.
An AI thing, technically.
And then I guess just the neighbor is also part of the cast, and then this
or his boss.
Wait, it's this guy's boss. He works at this guy's place, which you don't see.
Okay.
And then, because he's on house arrest, he's given an opportunity to get off of it by taking in the non-binary Chaz, which is a reference to like Portland, Oregon. Yeah, it's like really, this was outdated then almost. It's like
I will say I like making references to Chaz. That's always funny.
I mean, I haven't thought about Chaz in years though.
Yeah, it's funny though. So I mean, but there's nothing here. This is very I mean, I think this is probably worse than Velma.
This is worse than Velma.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This makes Velma look like art.
This Velma is made by professional animators poorly.
Yeah.
This is made poorly by non-professional animators.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh boy. All right. So let's go to the website. Actually.
Yes.
That's
the
true.
website.
Buy their crypto coin. Norm coin.
Newnorm.tv.
Newnorm.tv. Yep.
Give button.
Make America funny again.
An edgy,
the new norm.
Family-friendly comedy. Sorry.
Yeah. Here we are. The New Norm is an animated sitcom for our woke world.
Sit-com. I just want to draw attention to. I've never seen that. That's insane. That's insane person behavior.
Which is I guess they're really trying to make sure it's situational comedy, but just call it a sitcom. It's called. An edgy, which this isn't, yet family-friendly comedy that shines a funny light on today's most divisive issues and gives Americans a safe space to come together and laugh. If you have to say how funny your show is, your show's not funny.
Yeah,
here's the thing. Funny is subjective, but Edgy is less subjective, and none of that's edgy. Kevin Sorbo?
Yeah.
Oh god, they're directly calling it All in the Family.
But by the way, really quick, look at the Bill Maher one. Read that out.
Oh,
Bill Maher?
Yeah.
Brilliant Bill Maher, HBO real-time host. Speaking of show creators' previous work, featured on HBO.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
Dave Rubin follows you. They couldn't even follow the same format. Dave Rubin follows you, quote unquote, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Which,
Yeah, why does that one look so unprofessional? Isn't he one of the voice actors?
yeah, he's the Chaz one.
I saw him and I thought these were all the voice actors, but no, I guess it's just random endorsements.
Larry Elder is a voice actor. He's also a candidate for you. What?
Yeah, no, the guy who plays his boss is a candidate for U.S. president.
Oh,
He's
God.
getting like negative 4% of a vote, right?
This is like fucking when they... But okay, no, they've got a candidate for president on this show. Of course he's like he's not really a real candidate, right? But like, this is like in the Star Trek show where they had Stacey Abrams on and everybody made fun of it because how can you have a candidate for the Democrat Party of the United States in your Star Trek show? This is so cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was one of those non-serious candidates, though. I mean...
This is... Yeah, I mean, you could have Vermin Supreme. That'd be okay.
Yeah.
That's the classic.
This
is... I like the part where they call it edgy, though. Again, you can say humor's subjective. Maybe somebody finds this funny, but who's finding this edgy at this point?
That is a good question.
Everyone's used to jokes like these.
Now, there is...
Bane, do you want to explain the beer can?
So yeah, the beer can actually, I believe, isn't that a mug root beer?
It is.
Yeah.
So they...
Yeah.
You go.
If you zoom in there, it's hard to see here, but it is packaged by the same manufacturing company that produces mug root beer. So you could say that Norm has a porn addiction. An addiction to pouring himself a glass of mug root beer.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean,
that's good.
Now
you probably didn't invent that.
I did not, but I try. I respect that. I respect that one.
Good.
Also, I love how this show, made by professional animators, designed a beer can that looks like this.
Well, let's be 100% real. This is probably one of the ones that's edited in North Korea. Just say it. Sorry.
Yeah, I like beers that are all colorful like that. Like, if I saw a beer that was like that, I would buy it just because it's colorful.
Oh, sure, but I mean, they clearly took a yellow strip that said beer and then tried to paste it over the yellow strip on the pride colors, but it doesn't line up.
No, it's like overlapping the green there. Yeah.
Now, if you want, this was a different show at one point, and I linked the trailer. I found it. Somebody re-uploaded this. The Woke World.
Like an early...
Yeah, the woke. This was originally called Woke World, and
it's even the same font. Yeah.
But yeah, Woke World was a very early version. You can tell the differences almost immediately. Like animation quality.
It looks better now.
Yeah.
We should be praising
your
how it
son
looks
is
now.
transitioning?
Worse, he's dating a white guy.
Woke World, an animated sitcom.
That was
my son was bad at boys sports.
No,
but as a girl,
this is a
he could
GTA
dominate the
commercial.
lady leagues.
Yeah,
this is on the TV in GTA 4.
This is effectively, this is actually better than the other one in a way, because it is more GTA 4 like. There's literally fucking Joe Rogan there.
Yeah, this is funnier though.
This is.
The other one looks better, but this seems to be funnier.
As music to my ears, no Dave Rubin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it someone else?
It's somebody else.
I find it interesting that they kept this specific character and design.
Yeah.
It is almost identical, yeah. It just looks a little more masculine. Joe looks disgusting.
Yeah.
This is a good Joe Rogan. He looks very ape-like.
Yeah, he's like the
science-denying, horse dewormer-addled Joe Rogan. And synchronized swimming trans athlete.
That's my boy! Girl. Let's go, Brandon! Let's go, Brandon!
Facts don't care about your pronouns. No pinkies in the girls' pool.
If you believe that girls are girls and boys are boys, text your donation to
Woke World, featuring Norm, Janice, Chloe,
Aha! Chloe, it's the name!
Charlie.
I knew that. I'm a real Norm fan.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I saw the first couple titles there.
Chloe.
Woke
Wannabe.
Woke wannabe.
Chaz.
And
Woke
Woke
Warrior.
Warrior.
The boss.
And then the boss.
Charlie. Billy.
Wait, okay, no.
Woke World.
That's not even about the show, Bill
Wait,
Maher.
but they gave them star ratings here. They didn't have star ratings on the website. What does this mean?
That means they're trying to fuck investors over.
Reminder that
they're trying to lie to people.
Brilliant from Bill Maher is him talking about a different fucking show. Reminder, 5 stars.
Yeah, there's more audio there.
White guy.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
So, if your son got a white guy pregnant, would your grandkids come out black?
Come out of where?
That was okay. I'll give you. I'll say this. It was better than anything of a new norm. That had
maybe
that had more gas than I can't even remember a joke from a new norm. I'm going to be 100% honest.
Yeah, we just watched it and I already can't
Jets
remember.
Fan?
Yeah, I'm a Jets
fan.
Okay, actually,
you specifically.
No, the Jets fan
like
actually has more gas. Yeah. Now that I think about it, if Jets fan one has more gas. Yeah.
So they're making a whole bunch of these, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
I want a Norm franchise. I want a Norm. Tell you what, the new MCU, Norm Cinematic Universe. Get him a film.
Yeah, MCU. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the list of the episode plots.
Yeah.
So, but like I have to hit this with the like 4chan guy angle and just be like, okay, so you made this show that's supposed to be the woke, anti-woke show.
Yeah.
And you made the guy's boss be like a big black guy. You made the boss be this like giant black man be the boss of Norm. You wanted to do that? Are you sure that's the optics you wanted?
That's what trying to get the normies in. I mean, he even daps them up, like
the normies. That's what the fan base is going to call themselves.
Oh my god,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my fucking Oppenheimer moment.
Oh my god,
right
it has
there.
a TV tropes page.
It already has a TV tropes page. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They made one for fucking Pibby, and that's not even like that was a commercial thing for like one day, and then it got canceled.
I really hope nobody is actually finding this offensive for anything other than just being really unfunny, because it is just so tired. The fact that it calls itself edgy is in and of itself one of the most offensive things, again, about it. It's nothing to do with what it's trying to like do as jokes. It's just nothing.
Yeah.
These are all so tired jokes from 10 years ago, but like calling itself an edgy family sitcom. Sit-com. Fuck off.
Sit-com.
Okay, here we are. We've got the archive page of the website.
Oh, that's rough.
It's an animated All in the Family for our time. Wait.
Born from a
That's
comic
what
strip?
they quoted Kevin Sorbo saying.
Yeah.
Did they put words in Kevin Sorbo's mouth? You can't do that to Hercules, you
A sitcom that
bitch.
shines a funny light on today's most divisive issues and gives audiences left, right, and middle a safe space to come together and laugh. Okay, so we've got...
Trying to see when fucking Dairy Queen closes. Give me 1 second here.
What? He
he
clearly wasn't in this.
That's
the new norm is turnkey ready.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. The new norm was Norm from Cheers?
No, it was Clive. Or
Cliff. Right, that's not... They got him playing a guy named Norm? You can't do that. Is that really him?
But the thing is,
I
don't think it sounded like him.
And he wasn't mentioned.
I don't know what he sounds
He's not mentioned of a new website.
All sets are built.
Oh. Well, yeah, it said it wasn't...
No, go back to that. Go back to that. Look at the perspective on the fucking... There's like a playground through the window. This isn't a vortex world.
We're
in a Halo ring.
Child in this photo.
Well, yeah. You know what this is? This is literally like the way it's even described. It says a fucking turnkey operation. That means it's literally like we just gotta like put the characters in and just make them talk, and we can just throw these out anytime. Colin Kaepernick High School. Okay. Crikey.
Oh, this is a good image.
Old art. Oh, this is his Homer Badman episode.
Trophies are USA. Haha.
You couldn't even fucking.
Wait, are we still doing participation trophies 20 years later?
I guess. All of these jokes.
Oh yeah, I guess that's part of the whole bit is that they sell participation.
Well, there's one that's a non-participant also.
Wow,
oh, true.
There you
They
go.
have to be equal opportunity.
Yeah,
No,
hey,
not
that
even
one's
for the participants.
slightly smaller than the participant one, though. That should be bigger.
And then if we come down here, ABC reboot of All in the Family 2019 Emmy.
What?
Is an animated sitcom that fills the space left by All in the Family, the greatest television series in history.
They're really going hard.
Ridiculous.
They're saying All in the Family like 4 times here. Archie Bunker in that one.
Like Dad. Oh my god.
They're getting SEO from this
okay.
as much as they can.
The left, right, and the family formula still works. In 2019, Jimmy Kimmel recreated a classic episode of All in the Family on ABC television featuring Jamie Foxx, Woody Harrelson, and Marissa Tomei. It was #1 of the ratings and won an Emmy Award. Now more than ever, we need a safe space to laugh. The new norm fills that space.
This is offensive. This is offensive. This is
hurts
so.
my soul.
I'm getting so triggered right now because the fuck off because the All in the Family real show was good and this is what the fuck. Creature designer Neville Page. Creatures. Norm?
Avatar, Star Trek, Cloverfield, Super 8, and Garfield. He gave his thoughts on the new norm here.
The creature of Garfield. I agree, yes.
Oh, it's his thoughts. Okay, I thought he was
Much
working
like
on that.
science fiction, comic strips have long been a medium to have a dialogue about the issues of our times in a relaxed setting. Yeah, that's true, I guess, but this isn't a comic, it's a cartoon. Wait, but up here as well, this is also like a 3-panel thing.
Were they originally making it a comic?
I guess.
No, it's a pilot. There's a script.
I guess they're
Walt Disney World. Is the second episode just called Woke Disney World?
I think it is.
Yes. So here's the pilot. This is what we got. This is what we just watched.
Right.
And then of course at the end of that, we see the tickets to D's Nuts, which is Woke Disney World.
Zippity-doo-dah.
He takes a family trip to Disney World. It becomes a comical journey into the wokest place on Earth. The Hall of Presidents is reimagined by Lin-Manuel Miranda with black woke presidents. Tomorrowland is a flaming climate apocalypse featuring an animatronic Greta Thunberg. And the finale, It's a Woke World After All, mashes up big woke stories with tiny dancing. What does this mean?
I don't think they know.
Well, I think they're going for like
woke story.
We're woke on the moon. We carry a harpoon. You know.
Well, and of course, all the scripts are right here as well.
I don't think if you click on it, you can get them. But...
Artificial intelligence is like parodying AI and Bing.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love Bing. I fucking love Bing.
Transitioning
Part 1.
Which is about the thing they discussed in that pilot of Charlie's son transitioning.
Yeah, it takes him a few episodes.
This is a two-parter also.
Regulations.
This is a two-parter.
Wow, this sucks. Reading this sucks.
Well, they're getting a DEI officer, Gabe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Which Mr. Bertram had in its first episode, thank you very much.
They're getting Sweet Baby in the schools now.
Also, yeah, Adam Carolla, host of Mr. Bertram. I'm saying host like it's a parasite. Mr. Bertram.
Adam Carolla, is that the guy from the Man Show?
That is the guy from a Man Show, the one who's not the
is.
Not the one who is on late night TV.
There are 2 paths you can go by. All right, and
both
of them
bad. It's just one takes a little longer to spiral out.
Unfortunate.
Although I mean, Jimmy Kimmel makes a lot of money, so
This is a good episode name. I'll give them this. That's a good episode
Electile
name.
dysfunction's great.
We're dealing with a bit of that these days, yeah.
Very obvious joke. I'm pretty sure I literally read a joke like that in Transmetropolitan on my reread.
Dude, it's such a generic joke. I've made it.
True. And then viral is the last one, which is about quarantine.
It was so timely.
It's
4 years ago. Hell yeah, dude.
It's like they want to rebel against the people that are forcing me to wear masks, and I get it. I don't want to wear the masks. Masks. I'd like if you try to make me wear a mask in 2024. It's kind of fucking stupid. Like that's just stupid now. However, the only people that are still talking about this shit at all. Yeah, if I need to, I'll wear the fucking mask again. Yeah, but like whatever. The only people talking about this now are people like this. It's like a dead subject, except people like this bringing up, guys, the masks. Fuck off.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh wait, yeah. This is a comic. Look, it's like a bit strips comic.
Well, that's what it looks like in the background, but
I guess they have.
Who's the most woke person at school? Chaz, the new exchange student from Seattle. I've gotta meet him.
So maybe it was originally a comic, and now they made it a TV show.
I guess so.
Can we read the rest of this comic?
Yeah, good question.
I can't see it anywhere.
We can contact, but I would rather not.
Yeah. I would rather not make contact, yeah.
So is the AI robot thing supposed to be like also part of the family? It's also there.
I guess so. Every sitcom needs something that'll kill you.
It seems like the plot of this episode is that it falls in love with his daughter.
Right. Oh, digital assistant Omni. I see. Yeah. They got a whole season planned out. I mean, they're making it, I guess.
And this one has special guest stars Ron DeSantis, Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, and others.
Oh, others?
Nice. Which it'll just be imitators, obviously, but like...
Well, and I'm pretty sure you can probably get
funny idea.
You could
probably get Dan and Tucker, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you can get him for like a dance, you know?
Yeah. I could see some of these guys. I mean, Ron DeSantis even, maybe.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, maybe not, but possibly. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this with interest. This is great. It's a real all in the family for our time.
I've only got a couple stories I really want to talk about because I'm getting kind of tired. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do a last story or two. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll knock out. Go for number 8 on my little little chart there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is an interesting one.
I saw this. This was good.
Yeah. I kind of respect this. Kevin Bacon details his experience trying to be a regular person for a day. This sucks.
Wasn't into it, Not for him.
Dude, I totally, if I was, rich and famous, I would not want to, I would do everything I could to keep what little, celebrity I have.
Yeah.
So apparently he sported an intricate disguise, including fake teeth, an altered nose, and glasses to live out his dream of experiencing life as a regular dude. Which, he already, just dye your hair.
I gotta be real. How many people are really stopping Kevin Bacon at this point?
It depends where you're at. If you're in Hollywood, I'd be on the lookout for Kevin Bacon. If he's in Minnesota,
excuse me.
Well, you know what I mean. It's
Eyes on Kevin Bacon.
Eyes on bacon. Yeah.
I'm hungry for a bacon.
Oh yeah.
But no, it's I get you'd be on the lookout for celebrity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but his star's not exactly shining. I feel like all he needs is sunglasses and a hat, and he should be good, right?
Like I said, if he dyed his hair, I wouldn't recognize him.
Can we see him in the fake teeth and everything? I'd like to see that.
It'd be awesome.
Well, he was specifically. Let me see.
Sounds really funny.
Let me see if I can, because it was specifically done to make him look more similar to his character in Maxine.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure he went to the same guy and everything.
I see.
Let me see.
I liked him in Maxine.
Disguise. Maybe he just did some crimes.
So that's him and Maxine, and like it doesn't entirely look like him.
With a more modified nose and with other fake teeth.
Yeah.
But like at a glance, I wouldn't immediately be like, "Oh, that's Kevin Bacon," you know?
Yeah, he could buy a box of Cheerios and no one would know. But he's apparently not happy with the normal guy life.
Oh yeah.
No, because he said he had to wait in lines and it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Nobody recognized me. People were kind of pushing past me, not being nice. Nobody said I love you. I had to wait in line to, I don't know, buy a fucking coffee or whatever. I was like, this sucks. I want to go back to being famous. Which
is valid.
Yeah,
that's
it's
fair.
like,
That's funny.
You get accustomed to shit like that, and he probably is accustomed to that. So
I appreciate the candor, Mr. Bacon. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. That's a good,
That's pretty
it's
good
good to
one.
be honest about that. Yeah.
Really quick, we'll knock out we'll knock out two more ones. Number 9, probably.
Number 9.
Yeah, this one's kind of.
Oh yeah. I feel like this is honestly a bigger one than you think.
This is a tragic one. Yeah. So Redbox is basically going to be going away here. Headline: The owner of Redbox DVD kiosk just filed for bankruptcy, saying results failed to meet management's expectations. Which
Redbox is like not even a fucking thing in Canada anymore.
It's not.
No.
Here's the thing. I live in a. Oh, is this one gonna lock you out? Well, we'll just leave it as a headline.
Yeah.
So yeah, like around here, there's a lot of them. Like again, I live in a very white trash area. It makes sense. But it's like this was the last vestige really of DVD rentals in North America. Like on a grand scale, mind you.
Yeah, basically.
And it's gone. Effectively, like if you want the canary in the coal mine for physical media here, folks, this is it's close. Is all I'm saying. Like this is.
I've got a couple quotes here from the article.
Okay.
Because of them filing for bankruptcy or the Chapter 11 protection, they said that at the end of everything, they vetoed a new loan facility, starving the business of funds, leaving them unable to pay for all the movies that were offered by their providers, and operating results failed to meet their expectations. So they had, like, basically negative cash.
Yeah, people probably weren't going to them, honestly.
Well, in an era of streaming, nobody wants to fuck around with you get like a PS5 and it doesn't even have the DVD thing in it necessarily. A lot of people don't even have the fucking I haven't had like a computer in like fucking 15 years that's allowed me to have a fucking DVD run in it without an external drive.
I would say I have an external drive right here, but
but that's about it.
Yeah, we're gonna see physical media probably not die, but it's not gonna be anywhere near what it was even 5 years ago.
Well, Bane, if somebody were to come along and start giving out affiliate codes for physical media copies of movies and things like that, that would really be a great thing.
If people
should buy physical copies of movies.
Yeah, when we start talking about movies and shows, people go pick them up. Go watch them at least. Go to a theater, watch them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's good. I will tell you about shit I think is good. Sometimes people won't think it's good, but I will tell you about it.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. But
just sometimes.
We'll go one more real quick. Tell you what, we'll go with number 10. We'll just round it out to number 10. Knock out the last 3 because it's a little bit of America.
Oh, this one.
A little bit of America.
I think I saw this. Yeah.
Yep. You can now buy bullets in U.S. grocery stores out of vending machines. Freedom, baby.
This really is like a COD zombies mechanic.
This is literally like, you could buy ammo out of a box in those games. The vending machines give you perks. This one gives you bullets. This feels like out of like an alternate.
I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, this feels like Grand Theft Auto. Saints Row in a way. Like
sure.
But yeah,
that one's a little goofier.
Apparently, they use an identification scanner and facial recognition software to verify your age. But again, couldn't you just break into a vending machine with a fucking like crowbar and a hammer?
Wouldn't
if you're gonna do
infinitely easier for someone to walk up and buy bullets for someone else?
That too, yeah.
Well, sure, but also if you're gonna do a bunch of fucking crimes, you might just be willing to, like you say, just fucking pry the thing open.
Yeah.
Doors open and hey,
is it just a vending machine for bullets?
It is. It is literally for ammunition.
Oh.
Well, you can. Well, that means like it's inside grocery stores.
Oh no! I was hoping that you get 100 bullets and you get a gallon of milk.
That would be dope. Like at least it pops out a receipt. You can take it to the cash register and get a gallon.
That's what I was hoping. I'm not as interested anymore. Never mind.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Yeah,
like,
I really assumed that it would be you put some buttons in and then bullets fall out of the thing. Yeah, you gotta like scoop them up individually.
Bunch of Lucy's.
Just like grab them up. I should be able to go get my like
putting in your shirt like this.
What's it called? Like I should be able to go get like my swirl gas station milkshake where you like put it into the machine and it stirs it around. The for real.
Yeah.
I should be able to get one of those and then it dumps out 5 bullets and goes, have a nice evening.
Here, alongside your cookies and cream Oreo
milkshake. Yeah, I'd
Oh.
add some special kick to the Oreo.
I found a slug shotgun shell. Hell yeah.
That's value.
Exactly.
It's hidden at the bottom. Yeah, you have to it's at the bottom of the
It's like a Cracker Jack box. You
for
open it up and it's like, there's a prize inside. Neat.
Yeah, sometimes it's a shotgun shell. Sometimes it's Tonka Search and Rescue for the PC.
I got Chex Quest.
I was gonna say Chex Quest.
Hell yeah.
Or the Cap and Crunch one where you have to like feed him or else he dies.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
I miss packing games.
I do too, honestly. We gotta do like a pack-in game.
Yeah,
pack-in game retrospective or something.
Fortnite has kind of become a pack-in game.
It's kind of.
I'm down for it. I love Chex Quest. But yeah, no. To wrap up the episode a little bit here. Ammo vending machines. It's the most American fan can think of.
We started off with Trump getting shot, and we ended it with ammo vending machines.
You really
God
did
save the Queen.
Yeah, nice loop there. Yeah, didn't even plan it.
Well, thank you everybody for watching or listening. Thank you, Gabe, for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll be back soon.
Here.
Hope Tristan's okay, and we'll definitely have him on. He wants to do some more Norm, so
we're gonna bring back. Yes. Norm is going to be a frequent character.
Norm is an ongoing guest.
We have to wait for the heat to die down first, then he'll come back.
So some people are edging to him. We're gonna bust.
He'll be back when we least expect. Yeah, people are really jerking off to Norm at this point. It's great.
Yeah. Tristan has constantly been refreshing the. He's got like a wall of monitors, all for Rule 34.
Apparently,
F5.
Salty DK Dan is also really into the Norm porn.
Oh yeah,
he is the one who's like the forefront of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Our current plan is to reach out to him through the Rule 34 comment section and ask if he wants to be on the show.
That's the plan. I'm wading through there. I'm in the trenches.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Got a knife in my mouth, swimming through.
Well,
don't want to swim through.
That'll do it for Action 52 episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's the title, actually. Fuck, Action 52.
Action 52 is good enough.
That's a good title, yeah.
Fine.
Take it easy, homies.
Penis.
Penis.
All right.